We're in. Is Clim in?
Oh, I'm here. I was
There it
doing
is.
finger guns.
I can see the finger guns. You're still delayed on the camera.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a
I see
thing
I'm like
during this
blurry as
stream.
hell. Say what?
That's going to be a thing during this stream.
True.
So Clim and I were just talking about Charlie's Angels.
We were. It's true.
I'm going to leave it to you guys to figure out whether or not it's the original TV series, the movie starring Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu, the second movie starring Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu, the reboot TV series, or the other movie starring Kristen Stewart and whoever else was in that.
Ariana Grande? Or did she just do the song for it?
I don't know. I know Patrick Stewart was in it, and I know it's a very misandry kind of movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also not very good.
Of course it's not. I've never seen it, so I can't say one way or another.
Uh, you think we'd talk? God, I thought I'd covered all my bases.
The GameCube game, my goodness.
The GameCube game,
What about
which had the voices and likeness of Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu, and Cameron Diaz.
interesting?
It is interesting. It's also bad.
It's also bad. What about the Final Fantasy game that was intensely based on Charlie's Angels?
Which of those three would you say is the Drew Barrymore of that group?
It's a good question, isn't it?
Hmm.
I
Because
would
like
lean more towards Yuna.
Riku is absolutely the Cameron Diaz.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I think Lucy Liu would definitely be Pain. I think Riku and Yuna were toss-ups for Drew Barrymore and Cameron Diaz. I ultimately landed on Drew Barrymore for Yuna
Hmm.
and Riku for Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Cameron
hmm
Diaz is like very peppy in that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Drew Barrymore has her moments, but she's more of a in between, where I feel Yuna is the same.
Yeah. What a weird
Yeah.
start to a Metal Gear Solid stream.
Hey, I mean, they're like, they're kind of like espionage. It's related.
Oh, so how you doing, man?
Hey, Mayor. X2 is a playable game, yeah.
I'll play it one
Yeah.
day.
I mean, I think gameplay wise, it's a great game. It's just, it's just really, really corny.
Hmm.
And it's hard to get past that.
Well, it probably won't be the worst Final Fantasy I've played.
Final Fantasy 2? Or is it 3? I forget which one you don't care for.
3 has its problems, but it's mostly enjoyable. 2's just kind of broken as a game. Mechanically, it's
Gotcha.
very flawed.
Gotcha.
But then there's also 13.
Yeah, but 13 has snow as a redeeming quality, so. No!
I tried to like 13. Like when we did that 13 stream for the 150 followers, I tried really hard. And like I came away from it with probably a better appreciation of the story.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so poorly done.
I get that.
Like it's probably the most poorly done Final Fantasy story of the main series. Followed by like 15 and then 8.
Okay. I'd throw 12 in there, but I just don't like 12.
I haven't finished 12. I need to get around to that. And
Oh,
I'm
word.
still
Okay.
tossing up like whether or not I'll do it for the first time on stream.
Mm-hmm.
But I never finished 12. I started 12 on PS2
Okay. Yeah.
and got like 10 hours into it and just kind of stopped.
Okay.
Well, it's the interesting thing, man. Like I like Final Fantasy VIII, but I think its story is an absolute mess.
Hmm.
It has so many good and interesting ideas, like the idea of the child soldiers and how that affects everybody, like the actual
Mhm.
like deconstruction of teenagers who have been raised from childhood to be soldiers and how it mentally and emotionally affects them. The GFs causing long term memory loss, which is a big part of the reason why Squall is very emotionally immature because he's never had the chance to get past the trauma he had as a child. Because he forgot why he had it. So now at a certain point he's just hurting without knowing why.
Mm.
Like there's a lot of interesting ideas in there, and it's all just kind of pushed to the side for the sake of a pretty bad love story. And of course, 15 is an unfinished game.
Right.
Now, Clim, you like 15, don't you?
I did like 15. I
You're
liked the
very
gameplay of it.
defensive of Arden.
I am very defensive of Arden, yeah, but I don't think people's problems are with Arden. I think people's problems are with the game itself. And I'm of the camp that says like the game, I feel like the beginning of the game up to midway point in the game, solid game.
Mm.
But then everything is just like, oh, we need to move this along. So this
Yeah,
is going to
it's
happen,
once you
then this,
fight
then this.
Leviathan. Like that's
Yes.
the point.
Yeah. Um and I will say I did grow attached to the characters.
Mm.
For whatever reason, whether it was the band, not Prompto though. Prompto, I'm glad. Actually, I don't even remember. I'm just gonna say I'm glad he's dead, assuming he's dead.
Mm.
I don't really remember. But I'm
Just
glad
get that
Prompto is
Jack
dead.
Nicholson clip from Batman '89.
What clip?
The Jack Nicholson clip where he says, "I'm glad he's dead."
Oh.
You usually do so well in keeping up with the references, Clim.
I'm sorry. I just thought you said Jack Nicholson, and I just pictured him falling into the vat of acid. Like I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But no,
My bad.
I don't remember what happens to any of the characters except Noctis at the end.
Right.
Like
And that's what I'm
avoiding
starting to remember.
spoilers, as far as I'm aware, like the other three characters just disappear,
Yeah,
as far as I remember.
I think Noctis sort of like ascends into like this level that he was like destined to ascend to, and then the whole world is like, we're okay now. Thanks for
Yeah.
saving us. Goodbye. Hey, cat.
Is that legendary streamer Foxhound Cat?
I believe it is. Yeah. Here for the Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Somehow she knew. I killed the. Oh yeah,
She
cat
took him
probably
out.
did kill them.
God damn.
Honestly, good work, cat.
Mm.
Proud of
Especially
you.
for Obso.
Except for Ignis. I do like Ignis. Ignis was my favorite character in that game. Who? You're
Oh,
right.
but no, like most of 15's problems stem from the fact that it's not a finished game.
Right. I haven't even played through it after they adjusted that one chapter.
I did. I got 15 after because that is, I think, chapter 11 or 13. I can't remember which. And
Okay.
it's the long, slow slog that kind
Yeah.
of has a horror atmosphere, but absolutely loses it very quickly.
Right.
I played it after they added the patch for that, but I was like, I want to
Okay.
see what this is. So I played through
Right.
all of it properly.
Gotcha.
And it's like, yeah, it's not great, but you imagine if every game that had a section we didn't like just turned around and said, hey, you can skip this now? Like if Wind Waker just if Wind Waker HD had a mod that was like, hey, no, not a mod, an update that was like, hey, we just added a button to skip the Triforce hunt.
A button.
So dumb. When we get to it for stream, like I'm probably gonna go through the whole thing because
Right.
there's at least one important revelation there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there are a couple of things in that area. And it's so wild too because they're like like I always joked, like for easily a year after that game came out, me and a buddy of mine, we would always joke about Plasmodia.
Hmm.
And it's like, if you don't pay attention and you don't pick up all the files in that area, you have no idea what the Plasmodia are.
Chondria,
Right. Yeah, they're
basically.
sun-eating mitochondria. Right. It's so silly. It's such a silly thing.
It's such an unoriginal game as well, which is such a shame, considering that like Versus 13 seemed like the most interesting of the Fabula Nova Crystallis
Mhm.
compilation thing.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know what the next main Final Fantasy I'll get to is. Well, we got we got Crisis Core on the schedule.
Okay.
13.2 is also on the schedule,
Okay.
but I'll count those outside the main series. But we're always
Yeah, yeah,
talking
yeah.
like like just the numbers.
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe 9 or 10, maybe
9. I
five.
love Final Fantasy 9.
Nine's good.
9 is good.
9 is good. Give my kid. It's probably gonna be 7 again. It's like, hey, oh yeah, let's go through it for the new threat mod. The third time we've been through Final Fantasy 7.
Mm. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've played it twice, and I've played the remake.
Hmm. I've done remake twice.
Oh, I didn't know you did it twice.
Yeah,
Oh, once
my
with the
first,
mods.
yeah, like my original
Right.
stream,
Right.
the end of 2021,
Hmm.
and then the mod stream which we did. I think we ended that was ended this month. It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we should start this year. Or do you want to keep talking for like another 10 minutes?
I think we can start.
Yeah.
We'll be talking throughout anyway,
Yeah,
so
we
we'll
will.
recap.
Like,
You know?
I was thinking about it as we're talking. Like, should we start this? Because like, it's not like we're gonna stop talking.
Right. Yeah.
You
I mean,
know,
we're going to be talking about the game.
that was.
We're going to be talking about the excellent music here. No, don't start yet. What's going on,
No, we can't
Spiz?
start there. Spiz said now.
That's true.
Welcome on in, Spiz.
Spiz is the true mastermind behind all of this. I'm not ready.
So, did you know you can shoot the crane?
I didn't until you told me.
I couldn't remember if it was you that I told. I knew I told
It was me.
somebody.
Yep.
I tell a lot of people a lot of things.
Right. Oh, we can start. Excellent. Thanks, Spiz.
It's you get the CD lens cleaner out. If only I wasn't doing my no unnecessary kills run, except for Johnny.
Right. Yeah, because you can't destroy the crane without alerting the guards.
No. Which isn't really an issue, because like we can just wait over here. Nobody else can get up. That guy'll be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're actually doing the tactical espionage action. You gotta watch out for the floors as well.
Yep. What was that noise?
It was me, Austin. It was me all along. Be very careful because it will just knock you off.
Yep.
Twin snakes will let you slide along the wall while crouching.
Right. It's gonna stop right above your head. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yep, I've made the mistake of getting up there. It knows. It knows like exactly where you are. It's crazy.
Too bad for it. I'm just better. Let me just adjust my camera.
Word. Mine will just forever be blurry. Sometimes we have this issue where Discord just doesn't like my camera feed.
Yeah, it's weird. Like today, it's just behind for some reason.
Yeah.
Where's the dude?
I'm even connected into the Ethernet, so I don't know. But even the Discord, the video that I'm getting shared, even that is less than crisp versus last time. Last time it was beautiful the whole way through.
Last time on Mecha's Ball Z.
Yeah. You want to grab the body armor from that furnace room?
Nah, we'll be back here.
Yeah. I'm having fond memories of when we watched Ali Senpai play this game, and she got Raven to glitch against one of the crates.
That was...
He just kind of got stuck there for a while.
Yeah. That clip's still up. A bunch of her clips have disappeared. I don't know why, but that one's still up.
That is strange. Yeah, every once in a while I'll go back and I'll revisit her punching those hunters. Mecha's what? Yeah.
And that is how you do it.
That's right. GG.
Gotta be really careful here because I think the radar's jammed right here.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of claymores.
I think there are claymores.
There's a bunch. Yeah, radar's jammed. There's a bunch of claymores, and there's a gun
camera right up there. Yeah.
Which, like, this game does far too often towards the end, and
right,
it frustrates me. It's not good design.
Yeah, especially in a moment like that where you have to get into the thing's view if it's facing that way, you know? I'm also pretty sure these claymores come back even if you take them.
It's more about getting across to this ration. Plus, you know, how many claymores do I have? 9. So, like, grabbing a few more for the Raven fight's not a bad idea. I hate this elevator sequence, though. This elevator in particular, you go up, down, like 4 times. Every time you're on it, there's a long codec call.
Yep. I love doing the skip on these codec calls because the music changes and you have no idea why. I mean, you know why, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, you're just hearing the sad music, and then it goes back to the normal music, and you're like, okay, cool.
So, while we're doing this, what sound alerts do I have?
Snake. I've got
Snake.
something to tell you about Naomi Hunter. What about her? Is this conversation secure? Don't worry.
I mean,
Monitor's off.
Sure.
Okay. What's up? I was in the FBI too, you know. I didn't know that. What's your point? Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah. Thanks for the look, man.
And then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York. Yeah, what about it?
He's like, yeah, what?
What did you say?
What?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it? She
I
lied.
don't know.
She might be a spy.
Oh, she might have wanted you to fuck off, Miller.
Even a high school student could see
Right.
past it. The head
Even
CPA
a
at
high
that
school
time,
student
Edgar
could
Hoover,
see
he
past
was
it.
a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
No, she said her grandfather was Japanese. Miller, your story's falling apart
There
here.
wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet.
Is it? Oh, let me turn it on
They
then,
first
Teak.
started in 1960 in Chicago.
There you go.
Not
How you
New
doing,
York.
Teak?
But
Hey, Teak.
you better check it out.
What about it,
The
Mr.
chief and the
Spence?
president mysteriously dying, that ninja. Too many
I don't think that
strange
ninja has anything to
things
do
are
with the chief
happening.
or the president dying.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know.
You're saying Naomi might be
Either
behind the
that,
ninja?
or she's working with the
Maybe.
terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
Now he's trying to run. Deeper.
The informant from the Watergate scandal? Mr. X, then. The guy from Resident Evil 2? Just, goddammit, just listen.
That reveal is so obvious if you just listen to the actual voice.
Yeah.
Like, it's really bad.
A really obvious Russian accent. Gotcha.
Oh, it must be Sergey.
Sergey!
Sergey
Died on
Galukovich.
a tank 2 years ago.
Oh no, the birds! It's Birdemic. What rats? Me!
Cossack. This is
That's
Cossack,
racist.
Dr. Cossack? From Mega Man 4?
No.
Listen, they agree. Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world. That's needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded foxes.
You were the one in the M1 tank? Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
Take off your pants.
But that was no true battle.
Yes, this is a true battle. Me with a minigun, and you
Testing to
with
see what kind
not a
of man
minigun.
you were.
That's not even a minigun, that's a Vulcan cannon.
The Ravens
Right.
say you are a true
A minigun's smaller than that.
Right.
Hallucinating.
You're right. I was just trying to get a point across.
Oh no,
God damn
like,
it.
it helps get the point across. Oh yeah, no, a minigun, it's really big. It's like, no,
No, I know what
this
you're
is
saying.
bigger.
upon you. Blood from the ear
This is
flows
bigger,
through your
yes.
veins.
Is it the Raven figure that appears in MGS2, Cat?
Sisters too were raised on the barren plains among
Rawr.
Inuit and Japanese
Rawr.
are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I.
I don't have any crows in my family
Yes,
tree.
excellent.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best.
You
of
take your
friends.
code names way too
Nevertheless,
seriously.
You will make a worthy adversary.
I mean, he's got a tattoo on his head
You
of a
lived in
raven,
Alaska,
so.
too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics.
Probably why they gave him the code name Raven.
Must be a real threat in the mud duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there
I
is
love that
another
response. Yes, you are right.
That is right.
It is
I
called
gobble it down.
It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests
I hold the
spiritual
record.
as well as physical strength.
You want to pull
Fucking-
each
my
other's
Raven
ears?
impression is basically just
Always
Guru from
different,
Dragon
but
Ball
the
Z Abridged.
spirit is the same.
Sure,
Great
yeah.
Eye Snake, ours will be a glorious battle.
This isn't glorious. It's just plain killing. Violence isn't a sport.
Well, we'll
Yet.
see if there's iron in your words.
I don't know. Boxing is a sport. That's pretty violent.
Coming soon, The Running Man. Haha, bitch.
Man, could you imagine being in this boss fight and it not being the awesome music we hear right now?
Yes.
I'll just never get over that
Yeah.
when I think of Twin Snakes.
You're absolutely right. Like, the replacement of the soundtrack is so weird. Because
Yeah.
MGS1 soundtrack is iconic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very sad. Ba-da-ba. Oh.
Rum-pum-pum-pum-pum.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh! No!
Rise, motherfucker.
Missile, motherfucker.
See, I'm staying around here because if I stay here, I'll remember where the claymores are.
Mm-hmm.
Rude.
Ooh. Poorly timed. Oh, God.
Just run up behind him and punch him.
That's a shame, Teak. Can you punch him, or does he, like, feel you and turn around?
I'm
before
pretty
he,
sure he'll, like, detect you coming. Who the fuck is
Yeah.
playing Bomberman, though? He's, like, just sticking to the outsides.
Oh.
Alright. Gonna play it like that, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
Dick face.
Got him.
Oh, he ran into the other one while he still had his iframes. I hate when he does that.
Disappoint. Yeah.
You flee like a coward. Wait for it. Come on, you dick waffle.
Dick waffle.
Breakfast of champions.
Oh, that was cool to actually see. I've never seen it happen.
I've seen it happen, but not without him shooting it off. That was weird.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I'm here, Raven. Hurry up and catch me.
Oh boy.
Did I get the mine detector? I did not get the mine detector.
You fool! What up, up?
No, I was hoping it'd go up. Oh, shit.
Oh god! What are you laughing at?
Yeah. Coming this way? You bitch.
Da-da-da. Nice. Ooh, punch him.
The greatest win.
Just as the boss said,
Just as the boss said, I cannot take missiles to the face.
But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Snake,
Yeah.
I will be watching you. Understand?
Dude, I'm literally right in
Alright.
front of you. You don't have to shout.
Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Oh, cool,
Cool.
thanks.
Why?
You are a snake which was not created by nature.
Okay.
You and the
True.
boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do
That's
battle
your
with
idea.
him. I will be
You answered the
watching
question.
from above. First, I'll give you
All of you would assume that you got to heaven
the
there, buddy.
man who you saw die before your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to narrow that down. There's a lot of men I've seen die before my eyes.
What is it?
Fair point.
That was not the DARPA chief. It was Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound.
Okay. Hey, what do you think Snake is gonna do with this knowledge? Nothing?
Nothing.
Cool.
Like, he really should do more with it. Like, immediately start reevaluating everything this guy said to him.
So he
At the
drained
very
Chief's
least,
blood
call the
and
Colonel.
turned him to himself.
Call Master Miller. Like, I don't know.
But he wasn't able
Call
to
Merrill.
deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death.
Why was Raven the one to go pick him up?
But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
Well, we fought Ocelot pretty much right after, and then he got his hand cut off.
Yeah.
I don't think Mantis is very physically strong. Both wouldn't have been able to do it,
Okay.
and
All right.
Liquid's just kind of a dick.
Sure. I mean, I guess I just wonder why they didn't send in a couple of unnamed soldiers to go get him.
Nah.
What are you trying to say?
Good guys don't look at these guys being eaten by ravens.
Each step you take is paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls
They say this as though, like, Snake just mass murdering his enemies. Which only works if you've been killing everybody, but the game actively encourages stealth.
Right.
And, like, it's not as though a stealth run of this game is particularly difficult. Later games in
Yeah,
the series, yes, because, like, the AI gets a lot smarter.
Right.
But here, it's really not.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about
Liquid.
Naomi.
I mean,
Turn
Master.
your monitor
Crack
off.
lacking, homie.
What about Naomi? Colonel, is Naomi there? No.
Colonel, are you listening to all of my personal calls?
So what is this about Naomi?
Those things I said I'd do to Merrill are not for your
Maybe we
ears.
better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
What?
I thought her
What?
story of her background sounded kind of
What is
fishy,
this?
So I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr.
It's a
Naomi
weapon.
Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have
Okay.
somehow obtained her identification papers.
Dude, it is like 2005. You got this information
She must
very
be some
quickly.
kind of
Hmm.
spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists? I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound. So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
That is suspicious. Like, what different group?
It couldn't be.
Hmm.
Place her under arrest.
Oh, the Lally Lulelo?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's
You
with.
knew?
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble. What do you mean? Nothing.
Have you let her in on some kind
Nothing.
of vital secret or something?
Yeah.
Does this have anything to do with
The
mysterious
la 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 la
deaths
fa
of
fa
the
fa lu la
Darkness
la
Chief
wo.
and the Arms Tech President?
I have no idea.
Anyway,
E-I-E-I-O.
we cannot allow her to
E-I-E-I-O,
participate
yeah.
any further in this
There was a
mission.
farmer
Wait a minute.
who had a Metal
Without her,
Gear.
we can't complete this mission.
You knew?
I knew it. You're hiding something. Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand.
See, now I'm really, because of how well this goes, and like how well we riff off each other in general, I'm really tempted to just do like the entire series like this.
Metal Gear?
Yeah. Because it just gets dumber.
Yeah, it gets pretty dumb.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh,
Out for the
shit.
Tons and... Oh, God. Snake! Oops. No, that's not what happened. Let me try again.
That's not the right one. You know what it was? It was like, oh, chaff grenades. And then I realised what this section is.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, let me stop to equip them. And I was like, oh shit, not stop here.
Yeah.
This is excessive, though.
Yeah. I mean, what are those cameras on the far left even doing?
I have no idea. They cut down the
Right?
number of
Like,
them
there's seven
on
of
the in the remake.
Say what?
They cut down how many of them there are on the remake.
Mine detector.
Yeah, we need it for the rat.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh, we're finally here. Metal Gear.
Is that what that thing is?
God, I fucking love the PS1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, oof.
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did
Me
find a
who?
good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the
I can't see this picture because you're in my
Looks like
ear.
they finished
I don't have a...
getting Metal Gear ready.
There's too
Over
much they
this.
don't explain about how the codec works.
Where are you now?
Like, in 3 it's more reasonable because it's just a radio.
There's nobody here.
And then in 4 it's like, oh yeah, no, I get a high-def picture of you and your surroundings.
Maybe because they're all ready.
Right.
They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
What if we just break the computer?
You got some kind of plan?
Mm.
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me pretty well.
Does it look like you can get in?
I don't know yet.
Aren't you supposed to be a
I'll give it
mechanical
try.
engineer?
I'm counting on you.
They call him Acid Burn.
This area is also jammed. And like, there's only one reason for it, and that's so you don't see the guard up there.
Yeah.
Like, this game does start to kind of fall apart gameplay-wise on disc 2.
How's it going?
Okay.
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Your mum's a pretty
Think
careful
you'll
guy.
break in soon.
Ah,
I never
got
met
him.
a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay.
It's funny because his
Try.
mother's dead.
Right. Oh, man.
Funny because his mother was horribly murdered by his father.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
That was a weird kind of plot twist in MGS5. It's like Peace Walker's all like, yeah, no, Huey's fine. And then MGS5's like, no, Huey is like the biggest piece of shit.
Did it? You got past security? Bingo. Great. So what do you got? I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file. So what about
You know what I just realized?
What's that?
Is that the chanting in this,
I haven't found it yet.
obviously it's only
That's
2
what I need
notes,
to
so it's
know.
not really a big revelation, but the chanting in this is the same as Kafka's Tower.
The
Hmm.
secret behind the new nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
Just
cat
Just 2
knows.
notes.
The nuclear
Yeah.
warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile.
Da-da,
It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile.
da-da,
It can get around all sorts of international treaties.
da-da,
Pretty
da-da.
The VR mission?
effective.
The
That's
theme
not
of
even the
Tara, yeah.
scariest thing about this weapon. Oh, I can't wait to hear this. It's a stealth weapon. You mean it won't
What?
show up on radar?
It might be a good idea to have
The
somebody
truth is
along
they've
for
been working
PS5
on
with me.
stealth missiles
Because of
since
just
the
how
late
long
70s.
that game is and
Why
how
weren't
much
they
of it is
able to
just doing
develop one
nothing.
until now? Because of the
Oh, really?
missile-rocket propulsion
I never
system.
played 5.
You've never done
Like
Phantom
Ground
Pain?
Zeroes?
Oh yeah, that
Hmm?
makes sense.
Never done
But
Phantom
unlike
Pain?
a missile, the railgun doesn't
No.
burn any
Hmm.
propellant, so it can't
I never
be
played
detected
4
by
either.
any current ballistic missile detection
The
systems.
problem with 4 is, like, it's only on PS3.
Totally impossible to intercept.
Yeah, I didn't have a
On top of that,
PS3
it's got
until
a
God of War 3
surface-piercing
came out.
warhead designed
Hmm.
to penetrate hardened underground bases.
5 is also not finished.
Oh, really?
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Nuclear reduction and nuclear
It's
inspections.
the end of the world.
Is this true?
I haven't played 4. No, Cat, I'm sorry. I stopped at 3.
I'm listening. If
Like I say, the
did
problem
play
with
Metal
4
Gear
more than
Rising.
anything is that it's only on PS3.
Cause a huge international
Yeah.
incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced
4's
by
the
the UN.
conclusion
It could
is
even
like
bring
one of the
president
biggest
down.
issues with, like,
Did you know this,
it's
Colonel?
got to wrap everything
I'm
up.
sorry. You've changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me.
I'll watch a
This new
stream of
nuclear
it, or I'll
weapon,
I'll
it's never
YouTube it or
actually
something.
been tested,
Hmm.
only
Who knows,
simulated.
maybe I'll see about getting you in on commentary with me when I eventually do it.
That's why they were conducting
Yeah.
this exercise.
And we'll have to make sure there are no spoilers.
Data to back up the
Hmm.
simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
Because, like, that game has plot twists all over the place.
I can't find
Gotcha.
the data anywhere on this network.
I mean, I know some of
Think
them.
the data as important as that would be
Get
your
your popcorn,
popcorn.
we got
It was.
long
President Baker gave me an
cinematics.
optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once
Those
they
sons
input
of
the
bitches.
detonation codes,
Those
they
sons
get
of
ready
Big
to
Boss.
launch.
So you think they can do it?
The
10
dummy
B
warhead
hours
was designed
worth.
to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Yeah, I
I
never.
have heard of the
Find out
robot
how to
I
cows.
don't know why the
Not yet.
geckos
It
have
must be in a separate
like moo
file.
noises.
Right now I'm
You
looking
played
for
Revengeance, didn't you? You played
personal
Rising,
files.
Revengeance.
We're counting on you.
Yes.
Yeah, the geckos appear in that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and it's like, why do they moo?
I don't know. Bitch, I'm a cow. Go moo! Hey, it's Ocelot. And Liquid.
Liquid, liquid down. Banana.
Good stuff.
Now, when you try
Gotta
and
press
do,
triangle.
no, it's circle.
Oh, I thought triangle was for ladders.
That is in later games.
Mm. Gotcha. Let me snipe, yeah.
When you're
Cap the
trying to
rifle.
do a thing of like, because I'm at the point now where I'll try and not kill anyone who's unnecessarily, but also try not to set
Yeah.
the alert. This guy's the worst guy in the game, and he
Yes,
respawns.
100%. Yep.
And you have to be here like 4 fucking times.
Yep. I did try using the box when I played. That was kind of fun. It
I've
didn't
always found the box to be unreliable.
A what?
I've always found the box to be unreliable.
Oh, I thought you said a raw animal.
Animal. Yeah, I made a box out of a raw animal. That timing
Been
is
called
perfect.
Johnny too?
Fuck off, Archon.
Nice. That was good.
Thank you. Now to cartwheel over this door.
Surveillance camera?
Perfect.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged.
Like,
the
you can
safety
see that
device.
camera
We
from,
can
like,
launch anytime.
across the hallway.
There's still no response from Washington.
The fact that Snake
It looks
doesn't
like
notice it
we'll
when he
show
runs
them
up here
that
is
we
ridiculous.
mean business.
Hmm.
Should I set it for Cherniton, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Locknor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm
Because
sure
they
neither you
called
nor
me
Mr.
gay.
Golukovich would really like to see a nuclear bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
Liquid. But why?
Liquid.
There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Used to cure our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox dye vaccine in our demands.
Fox dye. It killed Octopus and the Armstech president. So it's true that it affects older people first.
How old was Octopus?
Mantis might not have been affected because he
That's a
wore
good question.
mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either.
If
Perhaps due to
Fox
those
dye,
treatments
like,
she
is a
took.
specifically
Something to do with the
a
adrenaline.
retrovirus that specifically attacks certain DNA sequences can be thwarted by a gas mask, then I feel like it's not really that good.
Right.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
Oh, we were just talking about him. He died in the tanker 2 years ago. I love how I single-handedly turned that into an in-joke.
He's a very prudent man.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal
Well,
Gear,
it's new.
and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it.
Anything that's new can't go through gas
If
masks.
Russia wants to regain its
True.
position as a military superpower, they
And
need
2
to
years ago, you
reinforce
couldn't get a
nuclear
PS5 through a gas
arsenal.
mask.
We need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted.
Right. Now.
Metal Gear will allow
Get
them
it.
to gain
Yeah, Clim will
first
demonstrate on
right
stream later.
over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military.
I'm not
power
gonna
with
force you
nuclear
through a
weapons.
gas mask.
Golukovich.
The joke is he has both a PS5 and a gas mask.
But he's the one who gave
Ew.
us behind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here.
Oh, you
Since
couldn't.
Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off.
You're in, like, what's your way out?
An alliance with the Russians would
A
boost
siege
that as well.
immediately ends any plans you've got.
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could
No,
still
I'm over here shouting masks do protect you from the Fox dye. The Fox dye is worthless.
With Golukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
What's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any
Quick,
time.
Clim, put on
this
your face
planet.
mask.
A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Golukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream. But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Armstech president are both dead.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
No.
Let her live. She's
Put things in her
Cameron's
butt.
ace, and Snake cares for her. We'll
Yikes.
keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl, she's alive.
Question now is like, how long are we gonna keep these masks on?
I found Baker's top secret
Hard to
files.
say.
Great job.
I'm gonna have to speak up. That's all I know.
They've finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about. It can also be used to input the detonation codes.
Oh, that's fascinating.
If you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it.
Mhm.
And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated.
Oh,
And
that's
you can only
interesting.
use
We
the
should
keys
really
once.
reconsider this.
Once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3
This
keys.
whole thing is
What
so
are you talking
dumb.
about?
And like, not
The card
the shape
keys
memory
have a
alloy
shape
thing.
memory
Let me get this.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made.
I will
out
join
of it.
you.
This card key?
Yeah.
I felt like
The
Meryl
changes
just then
shape
taking off
at
the
different
balaclava.
temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in 1. Clever.
Clever.
Can you
Like,
see the
this whole
input
idea
terminals in the
of
center
like,
the control
oh,
room?
we let you do this, so you would input the
Those
detonation
are
codes for us. It's like,
for the emergency
why?
input.
If you knew about
Should
the
be a
PAL
symbol
key,
on each screen.
why didn't you just
Each
do it when
symbol
you had us captured?
corresponds to a different key.
That's a fair point that I've never thought
Input
of.
the keys in order
Oh,
from
because they
left
didn't have the
to
PAL key.
right.
They captured Snake and they
Left
had
one's
all
for
his
the room
gear.
temperature key. See the symbol?
Oh,
They specifically
Next
went
to
through.
that
That's why
goes the low
Ocelot has the
temperature
optical disc.
The one on the right is the high
right,
temperature key.
right. I forgot that part.
Okay.
I forgot he had it then.
First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do is insert the card keys.
Step 3: insert the
After you
car
insert
key in
the
your
key
bum.
into the module, a hard disk
Ha!
reads the information contained on it.
Warm
Once
the
you're finished
key.
with all 3 terminals, the code input process.
It's gotta
is
be
complete.
anal
But
heat.
here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
So I understand an emergency deactivation system. I don't understand an
Right.
emergency activation system.
Right.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Well, it's still falling, Snake. You don't know where it's
This
falling.
is bulletproof glass. There's no way you.
Snake,
I
you
will
done
show
goof.
You die.
Quick, warm the key.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
But yeah, no, it is a good point, and it's something that I've always felt like why are they letting him do all this?
Bum, 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 bum.
Especially that moment. It's like, well, you want him to do all this for you, but now you're shooting at him?
Yeah, it's particularly why they just disappear.
Right.
Help me, mum.
Oh, thank God he can't climb ladders. Huh? Where'd he go? Because drama, right. I'm sorry, Cat. Yeah,
Ugh.
that's it. He got away.
He very slowly got away. I haven't put that Metal Gear Solid Point Redemption up yet, and I really should. The
You have
one
a
for
Metal
like,
Gear Solid.
yeah, I had the idea of like Point Redemption for like all the Metal Gear Solid games, or, like all the Metal Gear games, the canon ones.
Gotcha.
It's the most reliable way to do this in the original game. You can spend a bunch of time messing around with the PSG-1,
Okay.
but it's like you can't aim straight down from here. You have to be on the stairs, and you've got to try and work out where the rat is and try and do it before the rat moves.
Gotcha.
It's easier in Twin
Is the
Snakes because
rat-
you can just first-person aim.
Now, it's not always taken by the rat, though.
There's a specific condition for it. I think it might be one of those things that's tied to if you submit to the torture. Because if you submit to the torture,
okay.
you also get a cold.
Now, I thought you got a cold only because you didn't get a cold.
Nope.
Oh, if you submit.
If you submit.
If you submit. Right. Right. Okay. Now, I thought getting the cold was simply tied to taking too long for all that.
No.
I thought if it went through too many rounds, like, you would get sick.
I think the most you can go through is 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you fail to
Oh,
escape.
because what?
Like, if you don't submit, but you fail to escape after the second round, they'll pull you in for a third.
Right.
And then after that, the ninja will just cut the
The
door
ninja
open.
comes. Okay, that's what I thought. Excellent.
So, like, the ninja will cut the door open, and Johnny will not come back from the toilet.
Ninja be like, for fuck's sake. Excellent. Step 2, steal underpants.
We don't know where Meryl is.
That takes care of pal code number 1.
We know where Wolf's body is.
Freeze the key.
Did you say Wolf's body?
Yeah, Wolf's body.
I love throwing the chaff grenade up on that shelf. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, I just do it for safety, like, don't move.
Yeah.
And now the guy's going to be on the left side. Absolute pain sneaking past him here. Let's try this one.
You can... Yeah.
Like I said, I find the cardboard box to be really unreliable.
Hey, why does this box smell like dog pee?
No, I specifically chose the one that doesn't.
No, I know. Huh? Just a box. Uh-oh.
Yep.
You son of a bitch. Serpentine! Where'd he go? Oh man, it's so funny. It's just so funny. Oh. There it goes. Ooh, that was a good one. Box abuse. So, Kat, is your backstory that you took up Sniper Wolf's position? Like you got hired with Foxhound after Wolf died, and you're just the superior soldier? Is that why you are talking about Wolf's body being frozen or eaten? A little bit of a animosity there.
Wolf's body is gone if we go back.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can't believe that explodes.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, like, is that going to work?
Yeah.
Don't forget to grab some more chaff.
Well said, Kat.
There's no
Well
chaff
said.
there. Alright, so while we're waiting...
Oh, and I never mentioned, I tried finding Decoy Octopus's age, and I didn't dig very deep, but I also couldn't find it very easily. That was back when you were talking about the single-handedly making an in-joke, and I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, it's very fair. Cat's found it
58,
immediately.
thanks, Kat. Yeah, I didn't want to scour too deep. Oh, you don't know? Okay.
We would have just taken that like as absolute gospel.
Anything Kat says, I just assume is correct.
So I realised I don't actually have the sound alerts set up on this particular scene. So I can play them and I'll hear them, but they won't come through on stream. So I've just set them up, and let's give them a quick try.
Okay.
Okay, it doesn't look like it picks it up, because I didn't add it. There we go. Try it again.
The only thing I know for real, there will be blood!
That's okay.
I do believe everything you say, Spiz. Yes, that was correct.
I love that.
It's colded already?
Yeah, I was quite surprised. I do love that I've hit the point just in general within our community of like knowing enough about video games that a lot of people don't know, but then they can check and it's like absolutely true. And so a lot of people just take anything I say as true.
Yeah. I believe most things you say.
I'm usually telling the truth.
Yeah.
It amuses me.
But yeah, no, I trust everything Kat says because I refuse to disagree with Kat. Because I know what happens to people who disagree with Kat.
They become wet noodles.
Oh. I'm sorry? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But I also just tend to agree with Kat because she's just a very smart person. So makes it easy.
Why do you agree with me, Clim?
Because you're beautiful.
Do I have a sound alert for that?
It's got to be like I don't know. It's got to be something out there.
That's whether or not I have anything set up. Flame has Ocelot's meow from fucking MGS3 as his alert in Amber's stream.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, this one will work.
Yeah, buddy. Very good.
That one was one of Bane's requests. We used to have it as the follower alert noise ages ago.
Okay.
Back when I was sending the follower alerts, and Bane requested that.
And
then when it became an RPG focus stream in particular, I wanted to change it to like an RPG thing. So now it's Skies of Arcadia.
Right. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Sometimes I'll be on my Amazon like shuffle playlist because that's all they freaking have anymore. And Burn by Dread comes on. Burn My Dread. And I don't know what it is until they start saying it, and I'm like, oh man, it's a mecha raid. Like, it's very cool. It's a very cool moment for me.
Burn my dread.
Yeah.
Once ran away from the god of fear, and it led me to despair.
Yeah, it's so good.
But my Dread's only like a minute and a half long though. The original version exists only as an opening song.
What happens if you use the box in this corner by the stairs?
Oh, this one in particular will do the same thing. I've done it there specifically. That's why I moved to this side.
Okay, I got you.
Because I know he'll do it here.
Yeah. Different box.
This one smells of peak. I should have Burn My Dread as a sound alert. It's weird that I don't.
Yeah, you do like that quite a bit.
I have a song from Persona 4
It's like he wants to walk past it and
No sound, feel no pain, capture, helpless, unmade, dreadful fate, harass, life breath, no breath, falling down.
Yeah, it's backside of TV. But that's specifically the remix from Persona 4 Dancing.
Gotcha.
I don't think the Persona Dancing games are good rhythm games, but they've got some really solid remixes.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, when you have great source music to work with, it's kind of hard to screw it up. It's not hard to screw it up. Plenty of people screw it up, but you know what I mean.
You go long enough, I'll end up doing the Persona 4 dancing game. Because it has a narrative, it's a sequel to Persona 4. And I'll probably consider doing it after we do Persona 4. But, like, it's not an enjoyable rhythm game.
Gotcha. You know, I never played Persona 5 Strikers. I heard that was good.
I've not picked it up, and I don't know if I care to.
Well, it was free. It was free with PS Plus for a while, but I let that expire. I let my PlayStation Plus expire. Same with my Xbox Live subscription. I just don't play online, you know.
Yeah, I renewed. I got Game Pass Ultimate again, but that was because I got to just get it for £1 for a month again. So I grabbed 2 years of gold again, and then upgraded for £1.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, PlayStation Plus, I've considered getting it again for like a few things, like the RE6 stream that I want to do, because like most of the people who'd be down to play it have it on PS4. I was like, okay, so I've got to do it. It'd be on there. Well, I think Sony like took away the ability to just do it for a month now. You have to get a year. And it's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, they have the tier system now.
Yeah, ain't worth it.
You pay money and you cry tears. That's how it works.
Well done.
Thank you.
Alright, so while this is going on, what else do we have? We have the, this was a funny little thing I thought of. Which is the secret noise from Tomb Raider.
Yes.
When you find a secret and Lara will go, and then I have A-R as like a little in-joke for myself with that, which is...
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon. Yeah, he's the one who told me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever
I just thought it
heard
was
of
funny.
something called Fox Die?
I didn't hear it.
No. Fox
It's
Die.
the opening
I
to
saw
take
your-
on me.
The others were talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
It's
Yeah.
some kind of virus that
And like, it's because it's by Aha.
I don't know all the details, but
Right.
What are you
Yeah, that
trying
was
to
clever.
say?
I remember doing that. Or I remember you doing that when I was around.
What is?
Yeah, I don't have the stream level high because then I would hear our delay
Yeah, it's
and it
fine.
would throw me off.
of something that
Yeah.
looked like a heart attack.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Fox Die kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
Does it simulate a heart attack or does it
No.
cause a heart
You're telling
attack?
me that Naomi was behind it?
It's not really
Snake,
simulating it
try
if
to
their
remember.
heart is being
Did
dead.
Naomi give you some kind of injection?
Interesting question on the definition. Simulating a heart attack in an actual heart,
But I don't know what her motive was.
whereas like without actually being a heart attack.
Sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
A heart attack without the actual causes of a heart attack, but then Naomi's like, yeah, no.
What's new with the
It causes like an actual heart attack. The cells commit apoptosis.
arrest?
Yeah.
Coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so.
2005, so like it's too early for her to just be sending memes.
Interrogation.
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, But we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
That line's always got me, because I would have considered sodium pentothal to be pretty rough stuff.
Naomi.
I get he's talking about, like, physical interrogation.
Yeah.
Like, sodium pentothal is not clean.
I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do
Your mum might
is
be
leave it up
infected.
to the Colonel.
Oof. Got him.
She's your mother too, brother. I'm Alexia Ashford now. Keep focused, brother. Our enemy is only a little girl.
What? Is there somebody in the corridor? Oh, watch out! The camera sees you.
I thought you fucking moved. The transition didn't even end.
That's pretty bad.
Ugh. So I seem to have gotten the RE2 make mods working, which is nice. It's weird how troublesome that's been to do.
Oh yeah?
Because like RE3 make wasn't really a problem, which is why I streamed the RE3 make mod stream a while back. But RE2 make absolutely was. It's weird. I don't get what the issue with it is. But I've got like most of the mods that I'm after working.
That's good.
So I'm debating adding to Point Redemptions like cheaper, just like single runs of RE2 make, RE3 make for mods.
I want to start playing RE2 make again. I actually played it before we started, and some random things with zombies was happening, and it made me so mad that I just broke out the minigun and started obliterating everything in my path. But man, I used to be like good at that.
I never enjoyed RE2 make a whole lot.
No?
No. I mean, consider I've not even done it that much on stream. And I've not done it in a long time on stream. It's one of those things, like, it kind of took me a while to admit that I'm not really into it.
Okay. I mean, hey, to each their own. I totally get it.
I definitely prefer RE3 make to play.
Okay.
But I think it's just...
That's interesting.
It's a faster, more entertaining experience. RE2 make, I think, is best in its first run.
Gotcha.
Like, it lives and dies on its suspense and, like, its slow burn. Whereas RE3 makes just like, yeah, no, it's fast-paced action.
Like, go, 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 yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I get it. I think that's fair. RE2 make is more satisfying to route. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. Like,
well, that's because like there's one thing you can route in RE3 make, and that is the specific pathways you take at the start when you're trying to clear the train line. That's it. Everything after that is so linear.
I get what you're saying there.
It's like saying Symphony of the Night's more satisfying to route than Rondo of Blood. Like, Rondo of Blood's got a few different pathways, but... Oh, there we go.
Hey, alright.
It's been in my bum long enough.
Shape memory alloy. I hope it doesn't cool off on our next codec conversation. Anybody needs a snack? Get it now. Or is it the Raven? It's the next elevator, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the second one.
Yeah.
Where Naomi comes up and is all like, Snake.
Yeah.
Our enemy is only a little gap.
Right. Yes. I do remember that conversation.
Get focused, Snake. Our enemy is only a little
You know what's
gap.
wild? Is I've streamed both Code Veronica and RE0.
Yeah, I recall like being like, Clim, why are you playing RE0?
Yeah.
Like, Code Veronica has merit.
Oh. What?
Code Veronica has merit.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, RE0 is all right.
Oh, it isn't.
No, it isn't. I mean, I did all right with it. I think it was because I think it was Ox. Somebody told me RE0 was on sale for like 80 cents or something. I'm like, well, that's worth it.
I can't argue with that. I've paid far more for far worse.
Right?
But, geez, 80 cents?
It was something absurd. It might have been like $3. I don't know. But it wasn't like a typical sale where it's like, hey, it's normally 15, now it's 10. Nah, it was like $2 or $3.
I mean, I bought RE0. I've got RE0 on GameCube. I've got it on PS4. I've got it on PC.
Naomi.
That's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
Campbell and the others are busy right now.
Naomi, what the hell?
Naomi. Is what the Colonel says
Naomi.
true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
Just most of what I said was a lie.
I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like. I bought all my identification. But my reason for getting into genetics was true.
Because you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from.
I wanna know.
My race,
I
anything.
overpaid.
Naomi.
I was found in Rhodesia sometime in the 80s.
Rhodesia?
Dirty little orphan.
Rhodesia. What's now known as Zimbabwe.
Yes.
I fucking love it. There was a question on Jeopardy like a number of years ago, and nobody knew it. I was like, I fucking know this because of Metal Gear.
But you didn't tell anybody. You were just like, yeah, no, it's like this country used to be was formerly known as Rhodesia. It's like, what is Zimbabwe? How do you know that, Clim? I'm just a man of the world.
I was alone for so
Yeah, right.
long, until I met my big
How do you know that Clim's real name that we call you because we're in like IRL friends and we don't refer to you by your online aliens?
Frank Yeager.
What?
He was a
Honestly,
young
at this point in
soldier.
my life, I've started to think
picked
of
me up near
myself
the Zambezi
in the
River.
third person as
I was
Clim.
half dead from starvation, and he
Like, I've
shared his
almost told my
rations with
students,
me.
like, your boy Clim. I'm like, nope, nope.
Yes.
You just walk into school and like, hey, it's your boy.
Destroyed was my
It's
brother
like,
and my
there's several things wrong with that.
No. Gray Fox?
Probably shouldn't be that casual with the
Five that
students.
held together, Frank and I.
Yeah.
He
They
protected
call me bro sometimes.
He's my
Yeah, but that's
one
teenagers. It's different if you call them bro back.
only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back
I mean-
to America.
No.
It's funny when I do, though.
I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Saladin?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom. This America.
Hey, don't say it like that.
America. Fuck yeah.
I tell people, yeah, it's true. Spiz does tell us to call him Spiz.
With 5 Z's.
My benefactor and sent
Yeah,
my
with
brother
specifically
home
5
crippled.
Z's.
Like,
I vowed
I
revenge
get
and
it. Like,
joined
in my
the
head,
Hound. I knew it was my
it'll
best
change.
chance to
I'll
meet
refer
what
to
I
myself by my
craved
actual
for
name. I'll refer to myself in my head as Chrono. I'll refer to myself in my head as Mecha.
Kind of funny.
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all
2
you
years
cared
isn't
about?
that long.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
I mean, hell, we died
2
on that tanker
years.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
All I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate
No,
me?
that is a twisted obsession.
Like Twisted
It's
Sister.
not like...
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I
I'll
don't
have my
think it's
revenge
weird,
on them
Peak.
too.
To define weird, like, you'd have to
You didn't
define
kill that
normal.
doctor too, did you? The
Yeah.
one that used Gray Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No.
I'm also very self-centered, so I refer to myself in the third person a lot in
Afterwards,
my
I
head.
covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox.
Because I'm the only
he's
person
coming
who will
here to
love
kill
me. Damn it.
I don't think so. I think
True.
he just came here
That's why
to
I've
fight
become
you.
obsessed with
I
myself.
wasn't sure
The rest of
before,
us
but
have
now I
tried and it just doesn't
understand.
work.
A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox. No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages.
I've
in the
heard this
victim's
so
body.
many fucking times and it's
Fox
just
Die
boring
contains
now.
smart enzymes
Yeah.
created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by
Nanomachines,
becoming
son.
active and using the macrophages
Yeah.
to begin creating TNF epsilon.
Sure.
It's a type of cytokine, a peptide which causes
It would
cells to
make
die.
it would be less ridiculous if this was like, yeah, Fox die. It just gives the cells little guns and makes them shoot the body.
Cause a heart attack?
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo an extreme apoptosis. Then, the victim dies.
Apoptosis? You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time?
It bothers me that at no point does Naomi ever actually give him an answer.
Blame you for wanting me dead.
Right.
But I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Yeah, I have shit to do.
Listen, Snake.
And then MGS4 it's just like, oh yeah, Snake, Fox die.
To use Fox die.
Huh? You weren't.
No. You were injected with Fox dye as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth.
Huh.
The real thing I wanted to tell you was...
Naomi, what's that piano playing?
Snake,
She's playing it. It's how they caught her.
Right. It's how they call
It's how they caught her.
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's
Yeah,
been
Colonel,
removed
what the
from this
hell? We were,
operation.
What
learning
happened
some
to
things.
Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel,
Yeah, what the
let me
hell?
talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake.
You
there's
son of a
no time
bitch.
For that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Yeah, here's an idea. No, I quit.
Right.
Let
Could
me
you
talk
imagine?
to Naomi, or I quit.
Right. Easy peasy. Amazing.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. This game has too much backtracking.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would like more chat.
Agreed. It's so weird because I remember the first time I played the game, I feel like I had so much more chaff specifically for Metal Gear, you know? But when I streamed it, I felt like I had 6 chaff grenades by the end, you know?
Yeah, because we're gonna have to throw, like, at least one more.
Right. Hey, there's some more.
Yeah, we got 16.
Famas.
I used to use that
We
a
haven't used
bunch
it.
when I was younger, but it's like, there is absolutely no point to it.
Yeah, there's really not.
I used to use it against bosses as well, but it's like, you hit a boss with one bullet and then they get their iframes.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty interesting. I guess it's for the people who just don't want to do stealth.
MGS1's
Or
like,
can't.
I say, it's the easiest to do stealth in. Because, like, the AI is at its dumbest here.
Yeah.
The entire MGS series.
True.
But if you start to try and, like, start killing everybody and set the alerts off, it's the only game where they will just keep coming.
That's true. They do in 2 as well, though, don't they?
No,
Don't they
they'll
keep
come in, like, squads and waves and stuff.
Yeah,
Like, in MGS1, they will just keep pouring in from wherever.
true. Are you just gonna run past this guy? Are you gonna have time to throw the chat? What the fuck? Because you were moving?
Yeah. This one doesn't let you turn in the box. Like you turn the box, you turn the box. Whereas like the later ones, when you in first person the box, you look around in the box.
Yeah.
Where's the PAL key? I've had it once where the keys changed on the way back, and it's infuriating.
Yep. I wish they did a reread for Snake on this line.
Why is that?
I deactivated it.
He doesn't question it enough in that read.
Thank you,
You know what I mean? Like, he says no, why? But the way he should read that is like, what? I deactivated it. Like,
yeah,
emphasize
I
the
get
D.
it. The second one,
You found the key.
like, the second one, I deactivated it. I think that's probably fine, but the no why, I think I do agree with you.
Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then Ocelot accidentally...
I know you can read my thoughts, boy. Yum 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 yum.
And we were all getting a little worried. Without the threat of a nuclear strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided...
I love that read, though. Some other way.
Cam Clark is just fantastic in this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, even by this point in '98, Cam Clark was a veteran voice actor.
Oh, really?
The oldest role I've seen him in is he played Leonardo in, like, the old Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Oh, cool.
You had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input.
Let me just double check that.
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell?
I mean, I kind of did.
In any case, the launch preparations are complete.
Dude has been active since 1964.
OG Leo. That's cool.
That's insane. Wikipedia also doesn't have his age.
He is timeless.
That's surprising.
Already successful in the torture room.
87 to 96 played Leonardo, Rocksteady. Various other characters on Ninja Turtles.
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Played Mr. Fantastic in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home. He's been dead for at least
He played Prince Adam in He-Man in the 2000s He-Man series.
But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
So who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to
Me, dear brother. Oh, I played Kaneda in the original dub of Akira.
You've served your purpose. You,
which I think is like one of his early big roles.
Snake, that's
OG Leo, yeah.
You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Well, it's a good thing I have a Stinger missile.
Yeah, right.
Just hold on for a minute.
Surely that would be reasonable to use in this tiny space. Got it.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Good. Thank you. Hey, a ration. Are you gonna blow up the ration? Oh, you're gonna blow up. You're gonna blow up liquid. Haha, I got him. Uh-oh.
Ah, crap. The fucking security camera's still there.
Could you imagine if you got caught just then?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't open the door again.
Right. Nope, just game over. Ooh-doo-doo-doo.
It is a neat touch that the body armor appears on the model.
Yeah.
Like, that's really uncommon for PS1.
Correct. Hell, it's uncommon for, like, current games.
No, current games these days are all about the cosmetics.
No, I know, but, like, there are still certain things where, like, you can change it on a character and, like, it doesn't change.
No.
But you're right, there's a hefty focus on cosmetics. Ooh, there he is.
Look at those abs.
Yeah. He's getting psyched up. He used steel skin, that's what happened. He knew you were aiming at him. On. Get it? Typical brother action. It's actually really funny because at bowling, my brother said something like insulting to me, and so I just kind of flicked him. You know, I did the nipple flick.
Did you like my sunglasses?
But it was flawless. Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how perfect it was. He almost keeled over. It was so good.
So I could manipulate you more easily.
I love
Teach
that
him to talk
line,
bad
though.
about me.
Like, Snake! Did you like my sunglasses? It's like, I don't know why, but it's such a good line.
It is such a good line, yeah.
With no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages. It was all just a diversion.
Diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact.
At least it's not like jumping up on the railing and doing cartwheels for no goddamn reason.
Right.
You don't mean...
That's right.
Honestly, like, I could forgive a whole lot of other things in Twin Snakes. I just can't. I can't deal with that. It's so silly.
I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to make the cutscenes more dynamic. The ones where it's just two characters talking to each other.
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi
But I think the original game does it fine. The cinematography is good.
Yeah.
Like, it sells this stuff, and the dialogue is better written, and the voice acting really helps sell it.
Yeah.
It's why we can still be engrossed in stuff like this, even after hearing it so many times.
No doubt. But I had no idea.
Right, and the music going behind it, and you know, there's a whole lot that can be said too about, like, even just cutting characters off. Like, you ever watch a show or play a game where you can see the, like, hyphen, somebody's about to be cut off, but it's never done right. You know, like, there's always that second pause.
Yeah, because they're prepping to be cut off, they're not actually being interrupted.
Right.
I have seen a few examples in video games where, like, they'll give you the subtitle for a full line, but that line is cut off.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because, like, oh yeah, no, here's the full line. You're not going to hear the full line, though, because they're going to get cut off.
Were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming.
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
Our genetic code is identical. That's why I have the recessive genes.
Right.
You ever seen the Gilbert Gottfried version of this?
No.
It's like, then you and I are, and then it's Liquid played by Gilbert Gottfried.
Awesome.
Everything was done so that you would be the greatest.
I think it was like a Game Informer thing that just had Gilbert Gottfried read a bunch of lines from video games.
Yeah.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were
Garbage?
Yeah, it's called being a millennial.
born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love?
It's hate!
Hate! He always told me I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge. You should understand
Off
me,
of twins.
You killed our
So the question is, like, which one will, like, who would you cast as who with this?
chance for revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'll finish the work that Father
I feel
began.
like Danny DeVito would definitely be fantastic as Liquid.
You're just like Naomi.
Yeah.
But, like, I would absolutely love to see Danny DeVito as Snake.
I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah.
I gotta choose a GIF for my category. I submitted George Costanza GIFs as the category.
I saw a thing on Reddit earlier today in the woodworking subreddit, and it was just a woodworking cutout in the shape of George Costanza. I don't know why it was there.
That's awesome.
I've never even watched Seinfeld.
No?
It's too
Any
old.
reason why?
It's too old. It's before my time, and it's also American.
Right. And you do despise anything American.
I do. It's true.
Yeah.
But no, it's like for the most part, they only broadcast like the more current stuff over here. It's changed recently because like the stuff that's been popular for a long time, like Friends and Frasier, is regularly on. Everybody loves Raymond for some reason.
Right.
There's been a whole thing of like, oh yeah, no, we're showing Cheers, the whole series, and it's like, okay, it's kind of interesting. But I've never seen Seinfeld on TV.
Okay. Yeah. I get it. Yeah, and if you didn't... Oh, shit. This is Metal Gear time.
Metal Gear.
Snake, Rex's armor is
Nope.
impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR
Bum, bum.
system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the
Bum,
controls. It's completely
bum, 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 bum.
and shut off from the outside environment.
Bum, 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 bum.
Naked eyes? That's right.
Da, da,
So
da.
if you could somehow destroy the sensors.
This is one of the best things.
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome.
Like, I get the game is telling you exactly how to deal with Metal Gear. And, like, by today's standards, it'd be like, oh my god, like, let me figure it out. But, holy shit, you are a little man fighting a giant robot that screams.
Yeah.
The part that looks like a
Like, thank you for helping us out.
In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
This bit is a little weird to me. It's like, okay,
First I destroy the radome.
force him to open the pilot seat, and then we'll shoot a missile in to destroy the cockpit.
Stinger missile into the cockpit.
Right.
You'll destroy the computer.
Are we not aiming to kill him
You intentionally
with
designed
that?
Yeah.
It's not a weak.
It's like, hey, okay, force the cockpit open and then just shoot him in the head.
People just aren't complete.
No, shoot a missile in to destroy the cockpit.
I guess
Right.
so. I owe you one, Otacon.
It's like fighting the giant plant Verdugo
Salad
yeah,
bar.
Salazar monster in RE4.
Yeah, salad bar.
Yeah. Sometimes I mix up Sadler and Salazar.
It's reasonable. It has a roar for no good reason, and it's fucking awesome. I love Rex. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Liquid.
Ooh.
Bitch. Step on me.
Hey, remember when I got stepped on? That was pretty cool. Brr. You got shot with a missile and still had perfect aim on that thing.
Go fast, baby, don't be slow. Oh, stop your sorry, long time to go. Well, I can't seem to control all this rage that's inside me. Bitch.
Nice. Did that do it? Alright, I gotta choose this GIF.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'm kind of sad. Well, you have never watched Seinfeld, but there's a scene where George, he's got a cane or something, or he's got a scooter, and he like bumps up against these old people's scooters, and they all get pissed. And then there's like a scene with him driving, and he's like being chased by all the old people with the rascal scooters. They're only going like 2 miles an hour. I was hoping for that GIF.
You haven't aged at all because you died.
Right.
Because I killed
where
you.
Where did you get that gun?
And this animation on the PS1 was unbelievable.
Yeah. Good point.
I always think it's weirdly impressive when Snake gets shot with the tank. And like he jumps back from it. And skids across the ground. I always like, that's a really impressive animation set for PS1. And then Grey Fox is just over it doing all this shit.
Yeah.
That makes you the most qualified to stop her. Cool. Liquid over there thinks of me as his brother. I'm still gonna kill him. I'll tell her Deep Throat got her parents. Cool, wasn't low on ammo.
Oh, that hurt like hell.
Took out the wrong arm, genius.
Oh god.
We don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Making fun, but like this entire scene is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
I love that line. It's so good.
It's really good. It's the only time where I'm like, the whole obsession with the code names isn't dumb.
Yeah.
Can you really shoot? You'll kill him too.
Done it before, I'll do it again.
I think he's as good as dead.
I killed him before. Fuck, I'll aim at him.
Right. No good. Can't do it. No. Can't do it. No good. This version of the track, though, of the boss track, is so goddamn good.
This is still like my favorite scene in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Like, there's a restraint here that Kojima absolutely lost going forward.
I know what you mean, but what do you mean?
Like, it's just like, oh, the pause, but it's just a small pause of Rex's leg lifting up. I think the remake, like, spins around a bunch of things while it does it. And it's like, it's exactly the kind of thing that I'm just like, the restraint added to it.
How did that miss?
I don't know.
How did that hit?
But the size of the hammer, it's the nail you're throwing it at.
That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't have to.
Yo, he's being very aggressive.
Might as well use these rations, because I'm fucking losing them after this fight.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, I've never seen him do... I mean... I just feel like he's being very, very aggressive. Like, there's not a lot of time between each attack.
It's possibly because I'm also being very aggressive. Like, dangerously aggressive.
Okay.
Up yours, you stupid bitch. And we never saw Liquid again. The sequel. I think with MGS5, like, rather than making it, oh yeah, no, it's about Big Boss's fall from glory and how he became the villain that you see in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, and then not actually being about that, it would have probably been more interesting. Fuck off.
Alright, go. Start again. What were you saying?
I think it would have been more interesting if it just been like, play as Liquid.
Liquid, you're still alive.
Huh.
I won't die as long as
I don't mean like play as Liquid in Metal Gear Solid 5. I mean like play as a young,
just because
like early 20s Liquid.
doesn't mean I am done fighting.
That'd be interesting.
What are you really after?
Just because I've destroyed Metal Gear, just because you've destroyed Metal Gear, doesn't mean the game is over.
Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired.
I mean, to be fair, you're always going to be... You're the kind of person who's always going to be valued and desired. Just go to the right place. It's not like war is hard to find.
We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft.
I fucking hope I do this first try.
Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise.
Say what?
I fucking hope I do this first try.
We'll steadily expand our sphere.
I mean, my personal prediction, I think you will.
As long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem...
Nobody thinks I'm any fun.
Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
I thought it was
Support
very
your
fun.
friends.
Isn't it reason enough?
Believing in them, it's not fun.
Such as us.
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie.
I don't think anybody's
So
voted
why
on
are
it.
you here then? Why do
No,
you
they haven't.
continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here?
And if I were to vote in it, I couldn't then select the winner, so then it would go
You enjoy
unknown.
killing. That's why.
What?
Are
Oh, well.
you denying it? Haven't you already killed
It made
most
you
of my
laugh.
comrades?
It made you laugh when you saw it. That's all I need. That's all the validation I need.
When you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer.
I saw your face as you did it. You were going dun 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 dun.
We were created to be
Dun 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 dun.
created.
Les enfants terribles.
Les enfants terribles. The
God, I
terrible
love it.
children. That's what the project was called.
Why did you take my shirt?
It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they
When you
chose
say
was the
powerful soldier, how do you mean
known then
powerful?
as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big boss.
But father was wounded in combat.
Like I say,
when
Teak, I
the
think
code
the expectation
was
is for you to have been
so they
killing
created us
basically everybody.
themselves.
Right.
The combination of 20th
Why they give you all that
century analog
FAMAS
cloning
ammo.
and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
Super baby
They
Metroid.
fertilized an egg with one of father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred
It's a
the
clone
clones
baby.
to
Gata,
someone
gata.
who later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage.
You see,
full
MODOK
fetal
is
growth.
in the new Ant-Man movie.
Originally octuplets.
In the new, no.
You know MODOK is.
The other 6
Nope.
of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
He is, and he's great. Word.
So
I
it
haven't
was
seen it, but I've seen the
two
pictures
fertilized
floating around from like
eggs
advertisements, and it
exactly the
looks
same
really
DNA.
bad.
But
Oh, word.
Yeah.
they weren't finished yet.
MODOK's one of those Marvel villains that was probably never going to translate well to
create a
like to
phenotype
live
in which
action
all of the dominant genes
because it is
expressed
really dumb.
to create you. I got all of the recessive genes.
I'm probably never going to see it because I'm not interested in where Marvel's going.
But you and I aren't his own.
I watch individual movies of characters that I care about, but Ant-Man isn't one of those characters.
They too are his
I
project,
did watch the
carrying on
first
his
Ant-Man. I did enjoy it.
The second one's better, honestly.
Is it Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, Ant-Man 2. This time it's female.
The mysteries
Right.
of humanity.
Yeah, like the Wasp is great in it, and like Michael Douglas gets to do more.
Thanks to
Like
father's
it's a better movie.
They were able to identify
The
more
second
than
one is
60
trash,
soldier
says Steve.
genes responsible
Hey, what's this?
For everything from strategic thinking to
Are
the
these real
developing
people in
of
my
human
video
instincts.
game?
Those soldier genes
Lame.
were transplanted
Right, I thought
into
the second
members
was
of the
fun,
next generation
but,
special forces. That's how they became the
I don't
They're
care about the
doing
character.
science.
And Ant-Man and the Wasp came out at a point where it was like, we just want to see all the MCU stuff. Particularly because Ant-Man and the Wasp came out between Infinity War and Endgame. So it was like the Infinity War ending, you wanted to see like what was going on with that before Endgame came out.
The alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
Human
Sacrifice.
experiments.
Like now that we're past Endgame, I don't care about their ongoing story.
The Gulf War.
Yeah.
I don't care that we're building up to Kang the Conqueror, particularly because I've never given a crap about Kang the Conqueror as a character.
The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about.
I'd care more if like the next big villain was going to be Doctor Doom.
Knows that the Gulf War syndrome is caused by
I feel like a lot of people are interested in Doctor Doom, my brother included.
Doctor Doom is like one of the big Marvel like villainous characters, and they've never
That's
properly
a
adapted it.
Fantastic Four villain, yes?
Sometimes, but it's also the same thing as like Darkseid is considered a Superman villain, but he's also like big DCU villain.
Just a big. I got you. Okay.
It's like,
I didn't know that.
Doctor Doom is primarily a Fantastic Four villain, but he's a villain who can challenge everybody.
Are our brothers and sisters.
Gotcha.
And like they've never really done him properly in any of the adaptations. Like he's the ruler of his own country.
They're a complete
He's a scientific genius. He's an expert at magic.
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry.
Yeah, like I think it's a lot of it's just exhaustion at this point. We followed these movies for 10 years to the for the plot they were doing, and then that plot wrapped up, and now they want to start another plot. But it's also like it's not as simple as that anymore. We're not starting in a smaller place. We're starting in a bigger space. So to understand everything that's going on now, it's not just, oh, watch these 3 movies that come out in the space of a year or 2 years or 3 years. It's watch all these TV series and these movies.
Yep.
It's like, no, I'm going to watch Spider-Man. I'm going to watch Blade.
Right.
Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural.
And I totally get it. Like, I hear that these other shows and these other movies, they're good, but I just don't have the time that I want to spend on those things. Like, I want to spend my time on other things.
Yeah. People are defending it like, oh yeah, no, it's just like 1 episode a week comes out. Like, one series ends, another one starts, and it's 1 episode a week. And it's like, cool, but it's like an hour a week forever.
Yeah.
And I could be doing other stuff with that time.
Yeah.
And to do that, first, I will kill you.
But why did you take my shirt?
Right. That's a fair point.
Look behind you.
Oh no, I know that trick, Liquid. He just snaps his neck.
Is she alive? I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor girl kept calling your name. Meryl.
Sure it wasn't your name?
Falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
Like, was she saying Solid Snake or Snake?
No, we have no
Yeah.
past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
I do actually quite like that line where he says, "Oh, she fell in love with a man who doesn't even have a name." He says it so like temper tantrumy. I have a name. You know, like I like that. It's very human.
I think this is like the best characterization Snake ever has.
Sure.
And part of the problem might be like MGS2, he's not the main focus, and MGS4 is just kind of a mess.
The Secretary
Right.
of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
What for?
To bomb the
AWACS.
place.
You didn't explain what that acronym means, though. You always do
That's
that.
a good point.
2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force Base. They're carrying B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed.
What?
Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die.
Maybe you should have let me speak to her then, Colonel.
Danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear. He's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
Then shouldn't you be doing something to stop him, Colonel?
All the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
I may only
I'll
be
go
a
over to him and I'll
figurehead
kick him in the
here, but I'm
dick.
still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give
Probably
you a
shouldn't be
chance
saying
to
this all out loud really quick, like really
If you do that,
loudly.
It's okay, Snake.
Right.
The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Meryl
I mean,
was
you probably
transferred
deserve to be,
base just
considering
before
that
the
it seems
terrorist
like
attack
most of the
as a way
people you've
to
hired are
manipulate
serial
me.
killers.
bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in
Now
exchange
he's
for
playing the
her
piano.
life. You better get out
No!
of here, Snake.
Are you sure?
It's just Naomi in handcuffs.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you after all the lies.
Colonel,
I'm ordering them to cancel
See,
the bomb
I need to
run.
learn how to play
After
piano
that,
so I
there's
can
no
be on the
turning
phone
back.
people and tell them a sob story and just start playing piano. Along with my...
It's like, that's how they stopped him. He started playing the piano.
I don't believe it.
what happened?
Right, oh my god.
That's why I said
Every
it.
time.
Roy Campbell has been relieved.
Oh
of
no,
duty.
who the
This
fuck
is
are
the
you?
Secretary of
Is,
Defense.
is that a
Agent
fucking
Osborn.
Abraham Lincoln beard without a
He's
mustache?
been placed under arrest for leaking top secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you sound like a
Yes,
very
he's a
trustworthy
ridiculous
person.
man. He
Wow.
truly believed that he
You sound like a
was the man of this
politician.
operation.
You
Mm.
bastard.
Well,
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure
Goddamn.
the president would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
President is a busy man.
President ordered this? Yes, probably.
Authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll say the Russians did it.
So later in the game, Ocelot is talking to the president, who is Solidus.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Who elected a man named Solidus?
Well, his name's George Sears.
Oh, right.
Mean to kill the DARPA chief after all.
He was my
I
friend.
forgot that part. Thank you, Mecha.
You could care less about what happens to everybody else.
George Solidus Sears.
Give me the optic disc, I might consider saving
The
them.
movie star?
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't
Peter,
have
you're the one from the
I
future.
see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s.
Your mum's an embarrassment
Hey.
from the 1970s.
Dirty little
Ooh.
secret.
Got him.
You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
There's no way out for us.
It's weird that you're just giving up like this, Liquid.
Right, and also, how did he hear any of that? Because it's directly in our freaking ear bones.
You stole
With their
everything.
tongue in your ear, so the vibrations travel along his tongue
Only
into
your
his
death can
head.
satisfy me.
Along
Only
his
your
tongue?
death can return to me what is rightly mine.
Well, there's no bones in the tongue. It doesn't matter.
Beautiful sacrifice for our final battle.
Oh, man.
Liquid, she's 18, man.
Do you see this?
Hey, 18 is
It will
okay.
be the time limit for our final
Is it, though?
battle. This nuclear module is set to
I mean,
detonate at
by the letter of the
precise
law,
moment
yes.
of her
I
death.
saw a thing earlier this week of Japan's raising the age of consent to like 16.
What is it, 14?
You will
I think it's either 14 or
still be able to
13.
save her.
And it's like, jeez.
Could enjoy one brief moment
Yeah.
of love before the end.
Yeah, it's a mental thing. It's a mental capacity thing, and I totally
You fall.
understand
At
that.
this height, it will kill even you.
This height, it'll kill even you. But not me.
Not old enough to drink, not old enough to ride. Fair enough. Hey,
Have at you, Snake.
Not old enough to drink, old enough to be sent off to war.
right.
Bum, bum.
Hell, they raised the smoking age to 21 too,
Ah.
didn't they? Oh, well, in the U.S. I don't know about over across the pond.
They raised it. It used to be 16 when I was in high school. They raised it to
Okay.
18 years ago.
Gotcha. I think they raised it to 21 here. Smoking.
But now everybody just has vapes.
True.
And it's like, cool, do you mind not blowing that in my face? Oh, but it's perfectly safe. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
It's perfectly safe for me to fart in your mouth. I'm not doing it.
I wonder if there are long-term effects of farting in somebody's mouth.
We
California,
need
I
to
think
get the
that needs-
scientists
oh,
on
they did.
this.
Yeah. Oh god.
I can't
Oof.
believe that happened.
Yeah, I can't either.
I was
That
like, oh,
a
I've made a
fucking
mistake.
full charge.
Better hurry. It's going to blow.
The part that usually gets me fucking up on the first run is the last hit when he's low on health has to knock him off the edge,
Correct.
which is frustrating.
Yep. You keep waiting for that headbutt. There it is. Ooh. That lunge is so far. Nice. Ba-da-ba.
Bullshit.
Whoa! Yeah, wow. Most dangerous mercenary in the world. I am shocked. I thought you had at least 2 more combos left.
The problem that I
Dear
have
God.
is that I hit him once and he went into iframes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something I've always liked about this fight is that each hit of your combo is a specific grunt for Liquid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you only hit him with the kick, it's always the third one, even if you didn't connect with the first two. I like that.
What's wrong, Snake?
Why didn't that first one connect?
Hmm. He uses headbutt.
Where's my iframes?
Really?
What's also bullshit is you can see he's locked onto me.
Right.
And gets a lock on. That's how you know he's got the dominant genes. At this point, though, like, once he starts actually falling, it's frustrating. You don't want him to do that because it just takes longer.
Right. Yeah, that takes 3 seconds off the clock. 4 seconds. Ooh, oh.
You can hitbox on that.
Ow. Mei Ling's yell is the best, I think.
What's wrong, Snake? Nice shot.
What? No.
Snake. Better hurry. It's going to blow.
Why he ran like completely past you just to get on the other side? Cool.
It's my
That
name.
made it all worth. Yeah.
And we never saw him again.
In reality, though, is this really all that high? Fighting atop the Metal Gear?
Meryl?
Maybe 3 stories?
Like, maybe.
Maybe.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
I'd probably put it like between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I would too.
Like, you
I
could
would as well.
survive. You'd be injured, but you could survive.
Meryl,
Right.
Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
I don't care.
It must have been terrible.
Meryl, are you okay?
Not bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Those old SNK English voices are
Things
amazing.
even worse than that.
I'm unfamiliar.
I was fighting too.
IOK is specifically Terry Bogard from
Fighting them
Fatal Fury.
made me feel
Oh,
closer
okay.
to you.
Come on, come on.
I felt like you were there with
IOK.
me. It gave me the strength to go on.
It's ringing
But
a
I was
bell now.
scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that.
I'm
But it
sorry,
made me
Meryl, you're
realize
18.
something.
Okay.
During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to.
One
That
day,
hope
they'll release Half-Life
kept
3.
me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Why?
Meryl. That's my
Yeah, I
code
thought you were genetically altered to not want men.
No, psychotherapy. To destroy her
Psychotherapy.
me. men.
Snake, it's me.
Right.
Snake, it's me. You didn't submit to the torture, so we don't get a love scene.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got some bad
Otacon
news,
saying
too.
man
We're
is
about to be
weird.
bombed.
You saved her,
Oh,
dude.
boy. I guess we're considered expendable.
Is there
Totally
a way out
gnarly.
A way out?
Right.
Yeah.
Mondo
You can take the loading
cool.
tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from
Other
there to the
Super
surface.
Mario World
The door
special
in
world
front.
names.
No, it's a small entrance to the west of that
Tubular.
How about the security?
Tubular.
door. Just
Right.
unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of
Groovy?
security along your escape route too.
What are you going to do?
Me?
That's always it's always a Bruce Campbell
Are
thing
you
for me.
crazy?
Yeah.
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Clim,
Unlocking
why don't you
the
play an Evil
security
Dead
doors
video
is
game?
difficult work. Only I can do
Why
it.
aren't I?
Like, why don't you play an Evil Dead game on stream?
I'm staying here. It's my own
Why don't I?
decision.
Because I don't have any.
Otacon, this is a hard.
You guys want on
shelter.
PlayStation?
Should I?
Use a surface
I mean,
piercing
probably not,
nuclear
no.
bomb. It won't hold.
I mean,
I'm
Kat has
through
played it. It
regretting
looks
the
pretty good.
past.
I mean,
Life isn't
visually
all
looks
about
good. I
loss.
haven't really paid
Oh
attention
no,
to
you're
the
thinking the
gameplay.
new one. I'm thinking like the PS1
I'm a
game.
complete person now.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Found a reason to live.
It's a Resident Evil clone.
Good. Don't
Is
die
it?
on me.
Same to you. Take care of
I feel like there were
Meryl,
no good Resident Evil clones on PlayStation.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something.
What about
your
Haunting
escape
Ground?
route.
Oh, that was PlayStation 2, wasn't it?
There's also not really a Resident Evil clone.
Thanks.
No? You don't think so? It's
No, it's very different.
I believe in you.
like a Clock Tower clone?
Closer to Clock Tower. It's more a spin-off.
Yeah.
Specifically. Capcom
Yeah.
owned Clock Tower by that point.
What about him?
Word.
Where's Otacon?
The
Otacon?
fuck did you just say to me?
He's fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man
Also,
he
at
wants
what
to
point
be.
do you ever hear him refer to as Otacon?
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't want it to be in vain.
Me too.
Ah.
Meryl.
Hurry, your legs work, don't they?
Snake.
No.
I know, I can't look at an 18-year-old like that and be like,
I must be heavy.
and like, Snake.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love
Meryl,
scene
no.
after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Like, this whole thing could be solved if she was the more reasonable age for her occupation of, like,
Snake, it's
25.
freezing outside. You need some
Yeah.
clothes.
I agree with that.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up.
It's weird that they're like, oh, there's Snake's sneaking suit, and also Meryl just found a jacket.
Yep. A vest.
Good, Snake.
Okay. Thank you.
Or the suit adds like an extra 2 inches to the bulge.
Ha!
Hurry!
Just write down buy sneaking suit.
Make sure you don't buy a skull suit by mistake.
Right.
Bum, 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 bum.
No keys.
Bum, 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 bum.
There it is.
Bum, 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 bum. What the?
Got it, Snake. Jump in.
I'm a coming.
Fire that machine gun with your weapon butt. Shoot him, Snake. Snake, hold on.
Meow.
Yeah, I like this version of the track.
It's really good. Meryl, put the fucking
Yeah.
windshield up.
Uh-oh, Snake. Checkpoint. Here they come.
You know, I never really used the first-person view on this thing.
I use it like
Until-
like very specifically to like get a better aim, especially
Yeah.
when Liquid shows up.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I just always did it without it.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Meryl, just drive through them.
Yeah, there's no reason she can't.
You saw
And
that guy
those soldiers
glitch
are
out,
like-
didn't you?
I didn't, actually.
Snake! It's not over yet.
Not over yet. Liquid.
Yeah, like you want to keep aiming around him because like that's what
Yeah.
stops him from shooting you, and it's so much easier to keep a bead on him this way.
Yes. I do like that there's some sort of like beep sound every time you hit him, and I like to imagine it's his head hitting the horn. You can kind of hear it.
Hmm. You ever see that one Metal Gear parody? There's all like Snake. There's all guns like Snake. I think I finally figured out who had the dominant genes. See, there's you riding machine gun because you. There's you riding machine gun. There's me driving because you were too wussy to save Meryl, and there's Liquid doing both at the same time.
Look, Snake.
Nice.
Daylight. We're gonna crash.
And that is Metal Gear Solid. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Meryl,
We've been driving, am I right?
are you okay?
Yeah. Just a little.
Blanket
shook up.
statements for the win.
Can you move?
Ah, yes,
It's no
generalize.
good. I can't move.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't
Must
see him
have
either.
evaporated.
In this temperature?
Liquid's dead. Uh-oh.
Oh. It's so matter of fact. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, great, is there? Look, what's going on with your hair?
Snake.
Liquid, that's a fully automatic. You don't need to aim. But Fuck!
Die. Uh-oh. It means nothing.
It means we're safe.
Snake.
If he's dead, then who's gonna get this Jeep off us? Yeah, fun fact, if you let the timer run out as you're escaping, which like you really have to try to do because it's so much time,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
The
Really?
Secretary of
Yep.
Defense has been arrested.
Huh.
Early retirement.
Arrested?
I was able to get into contact with the president.
Somehow.
Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
It wasn't.
Acting alone.
It wasn't,
What
yeah.
happened to the air raid?
Like,
And the
I've said
nuclear
before
strike?
that it's like, oh yeah, no, Metal Gear Solid 2 retcons that, and it's like, no, Metal Gear Solid just says that.
Spirits have returned
Yeah.
to the base.
It's like,
Once again,
so why
yeah,
did the
yeah,
president stop
authority
them?
over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a
And
few
I think
secrets.
MGS2's all like, yeah, it's because of, like,
In any
it was
case,
just Solidus doing this without the backing of the Patriots. It was supposed to be his trump card against the
You can
Patriots.
rest easy.
Okay.
And presumably, like, it getting out like that
thanks.
was a problem for him. So that's why Solidus stopped it, or maybe the Patriots stopped it, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
Snake, I'm not a colonel.
I'm not a
That's
snake.
right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the
Does it
glaciers are
belong to
pretty
anybody?
calm. You should be able to ride right out of there.
Like, if it's just been left there, it's probably not even got fuel in it.
Never expected you to come home alive.
True.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
Which is interesting, because, like, there's no ocean around here.
Also, there's a helicopter
Because this time of year, the
waiting for you on
glaciers are
Fox
pretty
Island.
calm.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay.
Make sure you give him a change of
Are
pants,
you
though.
gonna be okay?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I've
Oh
got a
god,
great insurance
yeah.
policy.
He's been walking around in
I've
that for
got all
ages.
Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that.
I know,
you,
like, you
me,
think,
and
presumably a
Mei Ling will
lot
be
of these
fine.
people lived on this
Battery on
island.
These nanomachines will run out soon.
Like, maybe you stop by living quarters that we
Guess
never see.
won't meet again.
Don't worry.
Okay.
God knows I would.
Sometime.
Really?
True.
I look forward to that.
Roy.
Take a quick shower.
tell me
Yeah.
One thing
What?
about Fox Die.
Meryl
With the
will
stealth
be
camo
fine.
on.
She wasn't included in its programming.
Yeah.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Naomi
Don't
said she
worry.
wants to talk to you in
Mei Ling's
circles
with
about
her
that.
right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi.
Hello.
I heard about my brother.
Yeah, he killed your
I'm
parents.
sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
Frankie said that?
Yes.
He also said he'll always love you.
He said none of these things.
Naomi.
Oh, he
You're
didn't.
lying, Snake.
Your brother just saved you, me.
Said he'll always
and the
love
whole
you,
world.
and that I'm the best
He
fighter he's
fought
ever
with
met,
every ounce of strength in his
and that
body.
he's super jealous of my bulging muscles.
Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore.
He wasn't
Since
really
he
your
fought
brother
on
anytime.
Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
No. You gotta tell me.
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yes, but you're implying that I get to choose when mine's up.
It's up to you how you use the time left to you.
Cool, but what time is left to me?
What time is left?
Am I going to die on the way out of here? Am I going to die in 5 years?
Suddenly 18 looks a lot better.
Each person is born with their fate
Well,
written
I'm
down.
probably going to die before we're out of here, Meryl, so
Unchangeable, immutable.
one last
That's
ride.
not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before, the reason that I was interested in genes and
Just
DNA.
gaslighting him. She never forgave him. She's doing it on purpose.
Where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything.
Of course not. Your parents were like two random nobodies in a different country. In fucking Rhodesia. I very much doubt they kept active records of that kind of stuff.
DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny.
Oh yeah, who were my parents? They were turnip farmers in fucking Romania.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by
Right, I guess that means it's my destiny to be a turnip farmer.
choose the type of life they want to live.
And to give up my medical doctorate.
Snake.
The
Whether
fuck point?
or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important.
Yes, it is.
The important thing
Yeah,
is that
it's
you
very important.
choose life. And then live.
Like, it's a great sentiment. Like, okay, live your life. Sure, okay, fine. But when there's a virus inside of my freaking body, I kind of want to know if it's going to kill me.
Exactly. It's, oh yeah, no, like, choose life and then live, Snake. Find a reason to live. Cool. You've also implanted me with a ticking time bomb.
Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children.
How'd you see that on a
Living
satellite
is a
image?
link to the future.
Well,
That's
the
how
Earth's
life
round.
works.
Like, they weren't looking at it from directly above, they were looking at it from the side. Like, on the
Yeah.
horizon.
That's how we can change the world. I finally realized
Nah, it's fucking dumb.
the true meaning of life. Thank you,
The
Snake.
true meaning of life. 42.
42, right.
Look, I found this.
Oh, excellent.
Let's keep it.
Infinite
As a
ammo.
reminder.
Of what?
Oh, I found
A
this piece of
reminder of a
cloth.
successful mission?
Keep it.
Or
Why?
the first time we met.
A reminder of how to live.
Huh?
Until today.
Oh, I found this. What is it?
I've
It's a
lived
SOCOM.
myself.
Let's keep it as a reminder of the first time we met.
I cared about in my life.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
Yeah, but the whole point of this is
What about
forget
now?
about your genes.
What do your genes say about your future
Live
now?
for yourself. Don't let your predetermined
Maybe it's
history
time
of your
for someone
genes
else.
define your life.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you.
Hey.
But older.
Maybe that's the real way to live.
But older.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
No.
I said David.
David.
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
Metal Gear Solid The Abridged Snakes has a good line there.
We'll find it.
Oh.
It's like, oh yeah,
I
what's your
know we'll
name?
find it.
David Hayter. Okay, so where to, Dave?
What are
No.
those?
David Hayter.
Caribou. To the Aleutians, the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
It's crazy they made these models just for this.
Spring brings new life to everything. It's
That's a
time
fair
for hope.
point.
I've lived here a long time, but Alaska has never looked more beautiful.
I still don't know the difference between a reindeer and a caribou.
The caribou, and most of
Reindeer
all,
can fly.
Ah, yes, of course.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on, let's enjoy life.
and then she doesn't actually like the new life, and she leaves him
Right.
within like, I think it's like 2 months.
Awesome. Yeah, they can't just leave well enough alone. Like, we could just enjoy this. Nah.
So one thing that only gets brought up if you submit and you leave with Archon is
Mhm.
Colonel Campbell reveals that he's actually Meryl's father.
Right.
But you only get
Except-
that information if Meryl dies.
Right.
Except what?
Well, except then they change that too.
Change it to what?
Don't they say that in this game, and don't they then change that relationship in 4?
No, in 4, she's aware that he is her father.
Oh, okay.
And specifically, like, refuses to refer to him as such.
Gotcha.
Out of disgust for him marrying Rose.
That's what happens. I forgot who Colonel ended up, like, boinking.
Who he ended up slapping with his schlong.
Right. That. Calling Snake Dave is wrong, yeah.
David Hayter. I like The Best Is Yet to Come.
I get that.
It's a good song.
I always preferred the other theme. The credits.
Mm.
The Otacon credits. Because I think it ends the way PS2 begins. I could be wrong though.
So, rumors going about that Konami is going to announce Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake at E3 this year.
Oh?
And a new Castlevania game.
Really?
Yep. I mentioned it to
They're gonna
Teak.
remake 3 though?
Yeah. I think because like 3 is probably the most popular after the original.
Yeah.
And it's a standalone story.
Okay.
Like you can do 3 on its own and it's fine. It can be a good way to test the waters and then like do MGS 1 and 2 if they work out.
Right.
And I was talking with Seek about it, and Seek suggested that seems like a lot. It's very ambitious, which suggests it's probably fake. And I was like, but Konami just announced like 4 Silent Hill games at once.
Hmm.
Who knows? Maybe we're seeing the return of Konami.
Maybe.
I mean, for the most part, all they've been doing for a few years has been like collections of old games, which I'd love to see more of. Like the Castlevania Anniversary Collection is nice. Castlevania Requiem. I'm disappointed in it because it's Dracula X Chronicles.
Okay.
It's simply the PFP Dracula X Chronicles, but with the Dracula X Chronicles taken out.
Okay.
Because it's Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night.
Right.
With the English scripts that were redone for the PSP version. They were
Gotcha.
unlockables in the remake of Rondo of Blood, which is Dracula X Chronicles. So they've taken out like the main feature of that and just put in like the original games. But there's still the PSP version.
Gotcha.
You can see it in the control manual for Symphony of the Night on Castlevania Requiem because it all lists L and R. Not L1, L2, L1, R2, R1, R2.
Okay. Yeah.
Contra Collection, the Arcade Collection, which has a few of the Gradius games on it. The Castlevania Advance Collection has been pretty decent. And then the craziest one, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga Collection. And for what they all are, they're all actually really solid collections. And I'd love to see him do more stuff like that, like some of the later Castlevania games on a collection. Like, make more of these Metal Gear Solid series playable on modern systems.
Yeah.
Port 4? Get 4 playable on something other than PS3.
Hmm.
Who knows? Who knows what Konami's doing?
Right.
But Metal Gear Solid, I think, like I said, I think the writing in this game is probably the best in the series.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, it's nice and tight and controlled. Like, it's not, you know, you don't walk away from this being like, what the fuck? What? Like you do in MGS2.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the biggest problems with 2. 2 has an interesting and concise story until, like, 2/3 of the way where it just falls apart.
Humans
Right.
can choose the
And
when
while
everything
you
is
can
just
argue that's deliberate, it's also
The
not
important
good.
thing is that you choose
Right.
life
Right.
and then live.
Okay. Thanks, Naomi.
Go fuck yourself, Naomi.
Yes, sir. The entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am.
Adamska.
Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world.
An individual that is neither solid nor liquid.
No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus. What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Cool. Hyena.
Yeah. Yeah, might as well save it.
Yeah, might as well. Very cool. Yeah.
I'll put police notes on in the back. Oh. There it is. These Parasite Eve 2.
Of course. Good old Parasite Eve. Hmm.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
We did it. You did it. I watched.
Yeah. This session went by a lot quicker than I expected.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Like, you think about all the dialogue and you think it goes very, very slowly, but it went quickly.
Yeah, I expected this 2 to be like 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This 2 is not as long as this one, but I expected it to be like 4 hours or so.
Yeah. Even so. Not too bad.
I need to play through this one day. It's like Kojima, back when he was constrained, produced way more interesting stories.
Yeah.
And I think, like, especially like as the shackles came off, as MGS went forward and was more and more successful, I think the storytelling got worse.
Yeah.
Until we're at Death Stranding, and it's like, what is Death Stranding?
Right. Yeah. I never played it. I was never really interested in it. I watched some things about it, and I said, I don't know.
I've debated it for the sake of the stream, but I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back from MGS1 into Kojima's previous works, Police Noughts and
Right.
Snatcher, I'm very interested.
Yeah. Could be interesting.
Which is why we're starting it right now.
Yeah.
Everybody from like our era knows that, because like everybody from our time like grew up with Gear Solid in some fashion.
Right.
Like you'd never know it was from Police Notes because we never got it.
Right. Sure.
Apparently there was an intention. Konami was going to work on localizing it, but they couldn't get voices to match lip flaps like well enough. And it was like, I think it was like 96 or something, 7. So it was like, you cannot put out a game where all of the dialogue is in Japanese, and you have to read subtitles. That would not have been acceptable in 97.
True.
Like nowadays, Yakuza gets away with it. Partly because like times have changed. Yakuza 1 was like fully voice acted in English, and they got like an all-star cast, and it didn't sell well enough to justify it.
Okay.
And then Yakuza 2 was done, I think they left it in Japanese specifically for the sake of cost. And it sold well enough to just keep doing that. And it became kind of Yakuza's thing. Although I think, Like a Dragon, Yakuza Like a Dragon, as an English voice cast, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think they are planning to just like keep them in English going forward. Maybe with the option of a Japanese dub. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Clim, you got any thoughts? Any final thoughts on Metal Gear Solid?
No. I love the game. It's one of the first PlayStation games that really stuck. You know, there was Resident Evil and Final Fantasy VII and Metal Gear. It's like those are the big three I think of when I think of PlayStation. It's just a really good game to go back to and listen to and experience. So glad I got to come along for the ride. And Twin Snakes sucks.
Twin Snakes is weaker. It has merit in some areas, but it's weaker.
Yeah.
I don't have a scene cell for Dolphin. I haven't streamed Dolphin since like got the piece again.
Right. Yeah.
But no, it has merit, and I'm glad Twin Snakes exist. But I think as an experience, it's weaker.
Yeah.
Absolutely weaker than the original.
Fair enough.
And like just taking it down to its base level, like the dialogue feels weaker, the voice acting is definitely weaker, the cinematography is weaker, presentation. It's like, oh, it looks better, but it's portrayed worse.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the opening of this, shall we?
Sure.
I mean, you're probably not going to be doing this with me. Play this one-handed.
One-handed. Damn.
And, like, God knows when I'm actually going to get around to this. But consider it like a preview of the next Kojima thing we'll be doing. Because I'll probably throw this on the list before 4.
Yeah.
Largely because I don't want to have to set the PS3 up for it. Streaming through PS3 is just kind of a pain in the ass.
Right.
Remember when we completed our first space colony in 2010?
I do. It was quite the trip.
Police officers trained as astronauts, charged with providing security. Those police officers then went mad with power. Oh, I'm sorry, only Salvatore went. Oh, and LAPD as well. So 3 of them went crazy.
Oh, hey.
And that's why the game's called Police Notes.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a big-ass suit.
It's more practical, like, it's the suit and also, like, the actual maneuvering gear around him.
Yeah.
I can't imagine Konami still has, like, the original animation files for these. Oh, it's interesting to note, like, they are letterboxed. Digitally, it could be possible to remaster these for, like, a widescreen format. I've heard this described as, like, Lethal Weapon in space.
Okay.
Which, like, if you're not down for that, I don't know what else to tell you. But, like, I say down for that, and I think specifically, like, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson in space. Like, Lethal Weapon, like, literally just Lethal Weapon 5 in space. 25 years later.
Years later.
Yes, we've been dropping frames consistently since, like, the end of Metal Gear Solid. And it's frustrating.
Yeah. The chat is like... Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, it's, like, sped up now. Solid Snake? Wow.
Yeah. Like, they love doing the Metal Gear Solid references here and there. Like I say, Meryl was a character from Snatcher. And like the Metal Gear Mark 1 is a thing in Snatcher, and Meryl's got the Foxhound paint tattoo there.
Okay.
But it's like the Foxhound logo from Metal Gear 2.
Hmm.
Honestly, I'm kind of hyped for that. But then there's just a thing about this, like the 90s anime aesthetic. The presentation, it feels kind of reminiscent of Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Which, you know, is just fantastic.
Right.
I fucking love Cowboy Bebop. I believe like Kojima went from this to fucking Death Stranding. It's like, hey Kojima, we're gonna take the reins off you now. Sony's gonna give you the money to do whatever you want. What are you gonna do? Norman Reedus walks just like throughout everything. That is actually really far behind.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Tika's, I noticed that when it came up, Jello Snake, and like we were already on Police Knots.
俺はジョナサン・イングラム。
30
年前、スペースコロニーのビヨンドコーストでポリスノーツとして働いていた。もっとも、エンプス事故で
Even now, if I look at
にはわずか数年前のことにしか思えない。まだ生々しい記憶だ。
Cycle, I mean, it's still buffering for me.
何もかも30年前に置いてきてしまった。あの事故で過去を失った俺は
Like it's still not even like the game has started.
ネゴシエーターまがいの探偵をしている。幼児誘拐や人身売買のネゴシエート、身代金の仲介、脱獄犯の逮捕などやばい依頼ばかりだ。だが俺みたいな過去をなくした男にはそんな世の中の海がなければ飯も食っていけない。せいぜい腹いっぱいになるまで頑張るしかないか。
Oh, yeah, now I've seen that it's actually just dead. Or at least it was before I refreshed it.
依頼人が来るまで何をしようか。
Now? No. See, now it seems a little bit more caught up, but it's still buffering.
Yeah, I stopped it and restarted it.
Yeah.
Like,
testing.
ジョナサン・イングラム。
記憶の空白を埋めるものばかりだ。
I wonder if this game works with the mouse. Presumably, right?
I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, circle.
Beretta.
92F. Is that a real gun?
Yes, it is.
10-round magazines with armor-piercing bullets. That cannot be legal. Strictly for protection.
Yeah.
That's the look for the 4-year-old son. You don't see many ransom kidnappings nowadays. Unless you're in the movie Ransom.
Oh my god.
Also, like, Jonathan does kind of look like Mel Gibson.
Testing again? Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
それも過去のことだ。俺があの事故を起こした後、ビヨンドで再婚したらしい。今では他人のワイフだ。
Sounds like a bitch.
Well, he disappeared for 25 years.
Oh.
Well, after that thing in the opening, he's lost for 25 years.
Gotcha.
Still buffering pretty bad, yeah.
Word.
I don't think there's a whole lot more to be gained from this, and the stream's not evening out. We got through Metal Gear Solid at least.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff.
So, Clim, what are you streaming at the minute?
I'm streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake. I just got to chapter 14, so chances are okay that I might finish next week. We'll see.
Which one's chapter 14?
I have to do some side quests still.
You're still on the side quests?
And then
You're still on the side quests?
Yeah, side quest. Yeah, I
couldn't remember if it was like infiltrating the Shimmer building yet.
Yeah, I did a couple of them, and then we're gonna do the underground. Yeah, so there's still some things like I got to do the sewer business with what's his face. What is his name?
Leslie.
Corneo's lackey.
Leslie.
Leslie, thank you. Got to do some stuff with Leslie. Then we go up, climb to Shinra Tower, and then we do all the Shinra Tower stuff. Yeah.
I'd say like probably stream and a half.
Yeah, I know. But whatever, we'll see. We'll figure it out.
And when do you stream that?
Saturday, 12 p.m. America time.
Which is 5 p.m. British time.
Correct.
I will be back on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
With I don't know, I want to do more Hades. But I really should get back to doing RE0 since I decided I will continue it.
Especially since I mentioned it today.
Well, the issue is, like, the more time I leave for it, like, the more I'm gonna forget.
Yeah.
Unless I just turn around and say, yeah, you know what, nah, we're not doing more of it, we've said everything we need to say. And the more I think about it, like, the more I'm just like, I don't want to do more of it. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Like, possibly RE0, if not Hades or Digital Devil Saga, so we continue those. With Digital Devil Saga, I want to get into a place where I can get to the Karma Temple, and then at that point I can just start grinding off stream.
Okay.
And like prepping for everything. Which is not going to be fun. Not going to be a fun fight. But yeah, I should probably be able to stream Tuesday and Wednesday. Maybe Thursday, not Friday.
Okay.
What am I doing next Sunday? I don't know. I need to have a word with, actually talk with Ninja about the possibility of doing that Devil May Cry series playthrough again.
Cool, okay.
I do want to get that restarted if Ninja's up for it. Has been lurking. Yeah, if not, no, I'll figure something out. Maybe we'll get somebody else on stream. Maybe Sunday will just be like my day for other people to be on stream.
Yeah.
Because it's like the only time I can guarantee.
Yeah,
But I think next time we see you on stream, on this stream, Clem, it's probably going to be Outbreak, right?
If that works, yeah.
Yeah. I tested it with a friend, but we should probably make sure to test it with you. I need to restart the emulator anyway. Make sure you know how to connect as well. But if not, it's probably going to be the Final Fantasy VII New Threat mod, isn't it? Yeah. Which, like, it's sat there in the point redemptions. Whenever you feel ready for it, go for it. I changed the price for it. Did you see the price?
I gotta find it. Yes, very clever.
Yeah.
Very good. That's what I expected.
I wasn't going to drop it down to 4 seconds.
No, of course not. That would be way too easy.
It would. Yeah, so next time we see Clem, it'll probably be the Final Fantasy VII again. or Resident Evil Outbreak. So look forward to more
Okay.
of Clim in the future. Hell, if we kill you now, we can like make the whole thing of you coming back for Outbreak being, oh yeah, no, I'm the Clim zombie.
Right.
Zom Clim.
Zom Clim.
Climby?
Climby.
Vote Quimby.
Climby. Yep. I'll get a sash.
It just says meta.
Yeah. Zommare.
Yeah. I don't think there's really anything else to say. Can you believe this is like the earliest we've finished in like a stream that we've had you on in like
ever.
Oh, since like the first time we streamed together.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because like we used to have the when we were doing the co-op streams on Monday, there was a very specific cut-off point.
Right.
Because you were watching Jeopardy at the time.
That's right.
And like.
That's right.
Aside from that, we never really had a cut-off point, and we just kind of go for like 4 or 5 hours.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking about that when you were talking about like when Jeopardy came up in your stream yesterday. It's like you haven't really watched it since Alex Trebek died.
Right.
It's like you really wanted to get in there and like watch his last episodes.
Yeah.
Do they show like reruns over there?
They show reruns on Saturdays. But I haven't seen an Alex Trebek rerun.
Did they ever like take the opportunity to do like a best of Trebek thing?
They might have, and I just missed it. But I haven't seen one.
What do you think of the new hosts?
I like them.
I know
Ken
there's
Jennings.
2 now.
Yeah, Mayim Bialik, I like her too. Almost exclusively doing the Celebrity Jeopardy they do on, it's like Thursdays or something at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's like 8 or 9 o'clock they do Celebrity Jeopardy. I haven't watched it just because I'm usually gaming at this point. But I like Ken Jennings.
I've heard, like, every now and then, like, there's some kind of discourse in Reddit about it that pops up. And I've heard, like, Ken Jennings is very popular, very well regarded, and a lot of people don't like Mayim Bialik. Or, like, if they have to have it, they prefer just to stay with Celebrity Jeopardy. Because they feel like she's very much about taking the focus onto her. And Ken Jennings just, like, really good about letting the contestants have the focus. So they're, like, dipping in occasionally with it.
I can understand that. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I like her. You know, I think she does a fine job. I do think she's a lot more bubbly. Like she's more of a like make this fun kind of host, whereas Ken Jennings is like, nope, this is Jeopardy, like just answer the questions, be done. He'll have his little moments, usually when he's talking with the group, but you know, that comes from spending like that full ass year with Alex Trebek being a contestant, you know.
Yeah.
Which is why I think I like him, is because he is a very smart person. He is a very you know, he's got a certain charisma to it. He doesn't have Alex Trebek charisma, but
he can grow into it.
Yeah.
Do you think they
I'm not
should have
saying
just
Bialik doesn't.
Do you think they should have just like got Will Ferrell doing the Trebek impression from Saturday Night Live?
and just go that route?
Yeah.
Just do Will Ferrell as Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised they didn't do that as a one-off kind of thing. Just for a laugh, but who knows?
Those SNL Celebrity Jeopardy sketches were like some of the best sketches.
They're really good, yeah.
Like the one where Trebek actually turns up.
I don't know that I ever saw that one.
Yeah,
Or
there's
if I
one
did,
where
I forgot.
Alex Trebek actually comes on with him.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look.
The last one I saw was Black Jeopardy, which wasn't as funny.
Right.
But I think that's possible because, like, by that point, we'd kind of grown to expect something like Will Ferrell as Alex Trebek, and like either Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds to bust his balls, or
Right.
like I don't know who played Sean Connery. Like Sean Connery to bust his balls.
Yeah, it was Daryl Hammond for a long time.
Yeah.
And then somebody else took over, and it wasn't as funny.
And like, I watched the Black Jeopardy sketch, and I was like, the third contestant has got to be Sean Connery, with some bullshit about how he's like part black, and it wasn't. I was like, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
It's not funny in that way. There's like, oh yeah, musical Jeopardy featuring musical guests, and Sean Connery.
It's
like, I released an album of dirty lyrics just to qualify for the show, Trebek. And it's like, that's really fucking dumb, and I like it.
Yeah.
I'll take anal bum covers for 400.
Yeah.
It's an album cover.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the rapists for 500. Yeah, it's like, I like Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds, but Sean Connery was the funnier one. Like, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the one with Tom Hanks, though, where Tom Hanks plays himself as, like, being really dumb. Was good.
I know David Duchovny did Keanu Reeves one time. Was it?
No,
Keanu
it was
Reeves?
Jeff Goldblum.
It was Jeff Goldblum, that's what it was. Right. That was pretty good.
Jimmy
Somebody
Fallon.
else did Keanu Reeves. That was funny. I know
Jimmy Fallon, I think, did...
Keanu Reeves? Oh, you don't.
Jimmy Fallon, I think, was Robin Williams.
Say what?
I think Jimmy Fallon did Robin Williams at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But the problem between those is, like, Robin Williams, you see it a lot, especially in stuff like Family Guy, where he's portrayed as, like, really obnoxious with his fast-rate comedy, like his rapid-fire comedy.
Yeah.
But, like, you actually watch him do that, and he's really good at it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
People who try to imitate that in parodies were never as funny as just Robin Williams doing it himself.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like that one episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway with Robin Williams on. Well, like, it's kind of weird because he is a celebrity guest, and those celebrity guests, more often than not, feel kind of out of place with them. But, like, he absolutely keeps up with all of it.
Yeah.
Freak on.
I think the Discord is crapping out now.
Fuck this shit. Don't need. But yeah, so expect more of Clim in the future. We're always happy to have Clim on the stream.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Check him out on his own stream on Saturdays, playing for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Do you have any ideas what you're going to be doing after that, since you're almost done with it?
I don't, and like part of me wants to play New Threat just because it's been sitting there. Part of me wants to play Persona 4. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't decided.
With New Threat, like, there's the question, like, you know I'm not going to be there for New Threat because I want to do it blind myself.
Yeah.
The question is, do you want to, like, do it blind yourself? Or do you want to do it blind watching me do it? And, like, it's very understandable if you want to do it yourself.
Yeah. That's kind of my conundrum there. So I might do it, but I don't know. Then it's like, well, I've seen it. If I do decide to then do it with you, so it's something I'm gonna have to consider, and I'll toss that idea around in other streams.
Of course, Persona 4 is not a bad idea.
Say what?
And Persona 4 is not a bad idea. And Persona 4 will
Right.
keep you busy. Like,
Yeah. No.
It's because you could be doing Golden. Golden's easier than the original, which for me ended up working out. Golden, I think my completion time the first time through Golden was a little shorter than OG Persona 4, despite the extra content. because it was easier.
Okay.
Well, like, it was still 80 plus hours.
Yeah, it might be something that I hold off on until, like, summer, when I can...
When you don't have school.
When I don't have school and I can, like, settle in. I mean, I might do extended school year this year, just so that I can make a little bit extra money. But even that would only take me till, like, 11 or 12 or 1 o'clock, so...
Well, there's also the thing you got to remember from last year when you were like, oh, it's summer now, I'm going to do extra streams. And then you didn't.
Yeah, because I ended up, like, doing other things with people.
It's like, oh yeah, no, it's summer, let's do extra streams, or go outside.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
But anyway, that's going to do it for us for today. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Teak, Cat, Ear, Spiz. I think that's everybody. Like, thanks so much for joining us, guys. Keeping us coming. The chat is always the best part of the stream. And of course, super big special thank you to Clim for joining me on mic again. And
You're
also
welcome. Thanks
for sharing his hair with us.
It's here. It's ready.
Full-bodied. Check Clim out at twitch.tv/Hair of the Ages.
So stupid.
It's stupid. You still have it as a tag.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you had rants as a tag, and I kept pulling you up on it because you weren't ranting about anything.
Well, the thing is like, it's like sometimes I rant, sometimes I don't. So I can't have like a sometimes, you know, like a sometimes I rant.
You just need to be able to rant every stream.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a point where I was ranting basically every stream about something. I could have had the tag on.
Right. Well, that's why I put the tag on, because I felt like I was just like, every time I had something about Amazon Music, and I'm like freaking out.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of stops. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this off now.
You had one rant. You had one rant and tagged your stream as ranting.
How dare you? No, I rant about other things. I would rant about Genshin. I would rant about something happening in the game. Like I had things. I had things that I said. Yeah.
And the good news is, I didn't fall asleep at any point during this stream.
Yeah, congrats. Good job. Yeah.
Thank you for the golf clap.
You're welcome.
Join us next week when Clim and I play a golf game.
Yes.
You know, I need to sit down and actually fucking play Mario Golf Toadstool Tour on GameCube.
No. In fact, you shouldn't. You explicitly shouldn't do that.
And why is that?
Because it's golf. Who likes golf?
You know, I did enjoy Everybody's Golf on PS4, which for you guys is Hot Shots Open Golf, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Hot Shots Golf, whatever. Everybody's Golf. It was kind of neat. Like, you could just, like, you'd hit the ball and then you'd, like, caddy over to the next, like, to where it is and stuff. It was more of an experience.
Gotcha.
I don't know, there was something about it that appealed to me when I read an article on it, and then it was on sale and I grabbed it, and it was pretty fun.
Nice.
But it's in the same vein as stuff like Euro Truck Simulator. Where it's like, yeah, no, I'm just driving along. It's simple. There's no real stakes to it. I can have a podcast on, or just some music or whatever. It can be a nice, just calm thing to relax. It's not everything has to just be Metal Gear Rising.
Right.
Most things do, but not everything.
Most things do, yes. That is correct.
On that note, this one is good.
Live in ignorance and purchase your happiness when blood and sweat is the real cause.
automatic deletion and everything. Well, the stream is delayed. The stream is still on Police Knots.
That's because we're still on Police Knots.
Oh, but the Discord said it stopped the thing.
Yeah, I stopped sharing the stream with you because like, you said Discord was freaking out.
Oh. Gotcha. Sometimes you just want to golf.
And like, there are some fun golf games, like the Mario sports games on handhelds for like Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance are actually pretty good RPGs. It's a big part of the reason why a lot of the more modern ones have been so disappointing, because they're just so empty and lifeless. Whereas like the older ones had more to them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for us for today.
Word.
You got anything else you want to say before we go, Clim?
The red pandas in northern Africa could use some help from the torrent of hate, violence. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. And I suppose my last words will be banana, 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 terracotta pie.
I support this. What a movement.
Absolutely. Right, so that's pretty much it. So there's not really anything else to say except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and we'll catch you next time.
See you
guys.
next time.
Bye. Wave, Clim. Wave. Keep waving. Keep waving as the credits roll. Smile at the camera.